Say again. I have a start time, so it doesn't matter.
I'm about to go level up, I cannot settle for nothing, I never been regular. Always knew I could do better, I finally made it this far and I'm not looking back. They didn't see all the time that I put in, now me and the money are way too attached. Still reppin' 919, the city is mine and I put it all on the map. Coming for what I deserve, I put in the work, now I'm about to level up. Been on my grind since 2013, now the way that I live, I feel like a king. 24 hours, I'm locked in, I'm feeling like Kobe, getting these rings.
They bring six. Smith underneath, and they get it. Thornton.
Nothing left on my bucket list, but I'm grinding like I'm still in the basement. Ain't nobody who working harder. Money tall like Wembanyama. They be talking from the sidelines while I'm on the court. I've been a baller. I'm about to go level up. I cannot settle for nothing. I never been regular. Always knew I could do better. I finally made it this far and I'm not looking back. They didn't see all the time that I put in. Now me and the money are way too attached. Still reppin' 919. The city is mine and I put it all on the map. Coming for what I deserve. I put in the work. Now I'm about to level up. Always knew my potential. Hop in the Porsche and there ain't no rental. Came a long way from studying dental. Now I got plaques inside of my bedroom. Already know where I've been headed. I took my risk and I don't regret it. They showing me love, I'm showing it back. With every song I've been getting better. I know nothing that's good come free. No 9 to 5, I work all week. Putting my time and it keep paying off. I've been getting paid every time I speak. Used to have dreams of getting these ends. Now I make the money go work for me. Can't stop now cause I got what I wanted. Ain't nothing I need in my life but peace. I'm about to go level up, I cannot settle for nothing, I never been regular, always knew I could do better, I finally made it this far and I'm not looking back. They didn't see all the time that I put in, now me and the money are way too attached. Still reppin' 919, the city is mine and I put it all on the map. Coming for what I deserve, I put in the work, now I'm about to level up, level up.
Salute Raider Nation. Appreciate y'all showing up here, man. Salute to the chat. Salute to the mods in the chat, man. Salute to the panel. Appreciate everybody popping up. Salute to Ozzy, Harvey, Adam, and Mike. Appreciate all you guys popping up here, man. Frickin', if you guys want to give a shout out before we start the show, feel free.
What's up, everybody out there in Raider Nation? It's the #1 Raider Stunner. What? Salute Dustin. Salute Adam. Set time Raider Mike. Ozzy. And I just want to say, Dustin, thank you for letting me join you live again. And hopefully we can get Fernando Mendoza as the #1 round draft pick, and move this and get a good coaching staff come next season and move in the right direction and make the Raiders great again. Thank you very much.
Yeah, shout out to everyone in the panel and the chat and anyone who watches later.
Yeah, Ozzy, Adam, Harvey, Dustin, love being on the show again. Not sure how long my rubber banded phone to my charger is going to work, but I'm on here till it dies. So salute out to the chat and all the mods, and they're taking care of the chat.
Oh yeah.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy RDZ, aka Adam. Salute Dustin, Mike, Aussie, and Harvey. Let's just see where this thing goes. We have like 6 candidates that we plan to interview. And obviously it's just the beginning, so we don't really have a clear choice, but we'll just see how this all we can do is just sit back and predict what could happen with the process.
Facts. And today they interviewed Vance Joseph, Matt Nagy's trash ass, and then fucking they interviewed
not Nagy, really?
Kevin Stefanski.
Unfortunately,
they interviewed it was Kevin Stefanski, Matt Nagy, and then Vance Joseph. And then yesterday they interviewed Davis Webb, which is the guy I really like. And
I like it.
I like him.
Yeah,
And aren't we interviewing Kubiak tomorrow or Friday? I mean,
I think it's only by Zoom, so they're going to interview him by Zoom.
Right. He's still playing. So
yeah, and then so they'll go with that tomorrow. I mean, they have a list of people that
sorry to interrupt, man, but I just saw a thing from Yahoo Sports saying that they're also going to look to interview Kevin Stefanski now. It just popped up on my thing.
They already did. They interviewed him.
Yeah.
Okay.
You mentioned that one.
Which
Okay,
I literally just said it.
Oh, I did. I had the other name. I don't know why I didn't hear that one.
You pulled the
You
mic.
talking about the Browns?
I literally said that they interviewed.
Yeah, I think I have selected
Stefanski, freaking Vance Joseph, and fucking.
I heard Vance Joseph, but didn't hear the Stefanski one.
The
I think
other
I've
dude,
selected
and then he says, hold on here. Breaking
My
news
bad.
by Yahoo.
My bad.
Fuck
My
that.
bad, bro. No, I think I didn't hear Stefanski.
What about Stefanski?
No. You know what you call that, Ozzy? It's so nice he had to hear it twice. That's what you call it.
I have
Basically, if you think about it, what if we just hired Stefanski just to get him out the way?
Oh no, that's what I'm saying. I have selective hearing because I don't want him. That's why I didn't hear the name. But
I
don't want that motherfucker.
Like I said, I think out of all the coaches that we've interviewed, even the more and more I think about it, I think Davis Webb will even be better than Clint Kubiak. I mean, I think Clint Kubiak is getting overhyped by Seattle's offense that literally just won 10 games last year and been a good fucking team, for multiple years. I mean, I keep telling people, why don't they just ask Clint what happened when Derek went down and you couldn't fucking win with the backup rookies and Taysom Hill? Like, those are the questions I would want to know, because you're going to be trading or teaching a rookie. You're going to be teaching that type of fucking roster, more likely or not. We're not going to have that fucking Sam Darnold unless we go over here and get Mac Jones. If they go get Mac Jones, or they go get Malik Willis, then yes, I can probably see him having better luck with it. But I feel like we're just giving, the guy has been good on the Niners, but that was Kyle Shanahan's team. Then he left there, went to the Saints. You know, I mean, there's a lot of questions asking the Saints. You know, it's easy to come over to the Vikings and then throw Sam Darnold over there. And I mean, it's not like you got any slouch players or anything. They got all great players over there. So at the end of the day, I think he's a good option, and I'm not going to argue it because I don't have any issue with him. I think he is a good coach, and I wouldn't be against us getting him or not. I'm just saying, for me, I would probably favor, in my own personal opinion, I would personally want Davis Webb over anybody right now. And tomorrow's live, I have a deal that I would like to do with that guy, but I would want to talk about it tonight, but I didn't think about it until I was already starting this, and I don't want to.
Say, question for you, Dustin. Out of all the coaches that the Raiders are interviewing, who is the most experienced head coach?
In my personal opinion, I would think, well, I don't know, because McCarthy's out there now, Harbaugh's out there, but you're saying with us at the moment.
Yes.
I mean, if you're looking at the 4 coaches that there is, so what is it? Vance Joseph, he's trash as hell. I mean, so he's got good defense.
Okay.
He's got good defense, but his head coaching skill, he's already failed massively. I mean, that dude.
Yeah, that's what I said, Vance.
I don't know if I would look at Vance as a head coach. I mean, that's for sure.
DC only.
He's not gonna. He can't make lateral moves for DC to DC. So I think, like I said, I think the interview for Vance is just more on, like, if you bring him in and you ask him, like, hey man, how would you stop the Broncos if we were to bring you in here? You know, type shit. I don't think it has anything to do with hiring them. Just like it ain't got shit to do with hiring Matt Nagy. That's fucking trash as hell, and he was sucked dick this year. Why would we hire that guy? That'd be a fucking joke. And if we hire him, man, I'm gonna go be a Browns fan probably. But I think
don't say that, Dustin. Please don't.
You can't hire that guy. The interview has to be for more on inside of how Andy's running that offense, or Patrick Mahomes. It's got to be more questions of that, or like, how would he stop the defense if he came here type questions. There's no, we're hiring him shit. You know, like the only 2 guys, 3, I would say 3 right now, which would be Kevin Stefanski, obviously would probably be the guy I would say has the best, like, overall look at him. Even though he has a losing record, he's been a 2-time coach of the year candidate, turned the Browns around a few times, had good records, and then he just fell off the face of the earth. I mean, like I've said about him numerous times, he's had 10 quarterbacks, including Deshaun Watson, and sucked. So I don't know how we're going to say, yeah, let's bring that guy here and give him Fernando Mendoza when he just drafted Gabriel Dillon in the 2nd round. Fucking, he got Shador. He's got Watson. He had Flacco. He had Pickett. I mean, this guy got damn 20 quarterbacks over there, and he couldn't get one to win shit. So, I mean, if we ain't paying attention.
Even with Myles Garrett and a good defense.
Yeah, I mean, that's
then he said he didn't want Shador Sanders, because I was telling Adam back in 1991 when Deion Sanders played with the Atlanta Braves, the Cleveland Browns coach, his grandfather was the one who got that work for the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, and Deion Sanders threw water in his face because he made a bad statement about him. And come to find out, that was the Cleveland Browns head coach grandfather. So that's how come he don't like Shador Sanders. He don't like his son neither. The grandfather never did like his Deion Sanders because he made that comment about his grandfather. You know what I'm saying? When he threw that word in his face. That's why he should do
we're
it.
not going to get Mike McDaniels. I'll just tell you that right now. I mean, the Lions
Please,
already
God,
called
no.
I
him.
agree.
Yeah, I heard
Lions
about
already
that.
called
I heard
him and
about that
said,
too.
Lions called him and said that they would want him as an offensive coordinator if he doesn't get a head coaching job. And then Washington's already contacted him too. So he could either go with Jaden Daniels or he can go over there to the Lions and play with golf
The
and them.
Lions
So, I
might be
mean,
dangerous.
he's got a good he's got good offers. He's not coming to the Raiders. And it's just
Yes.
like I said, Clint ain't coming to the Raiders either. I mean, look, there's a reason Miami just fired Mike McDaniels. The reason that they fired Mike McDaniels that I personally think is because just a few days ago they literally said Mike McDaniels wasn't going to be fired. He's going to be in the GM search, all this, that, and the other. And then here comes the GM search, and then they're putting him on then they come out with reports saying, oh, he's not going to be in the GM search now. And then the phone calls come out with Harbaugh, which was 7 teams implying that they would fire their coach to hire him. So these are the reports that I've heard multiple times is that Harbaugh is going to wait till next week so the teams can conduct their interviews right now, and all they have to do is conduct 3 interviews and satisfy the Rooney Rule, and then the team can hire any coach they want. Harbaugh believes that, well, there's people that believe, and a lot of them think that Harbaugh is going to go to Miami and take Todd Monken with them, and then they're going to fucking coach Tua and go on with that squad that they have. So there's a lot of reports of him. That's where he's going to be heading. So, like I've said, I can see Harbaugh in 3 places. I think he can be in. I think he can be in the Falcons, the Giants, and Miami for sure.
You said the Falcons?
Yeah, I mean, there's a good team over there, and you put him over there and Monken and them, dude. They're gonna be a tough fucking team to beat, And then I think that he would change that team real fast.
Yeah.
I just feel like they're like Harbaugh or Brian Flores. Like I know Tom and them are locked on Flores. I know they're looking at Dabo once they hire Flores as the OC. But there's also the deal. Like, so look, David Webb. People sit here and be like, oh, the Raiders interviewed him, this and that. Fuck, so did the Ravens this morning. Fucking Raiders fucking interviewed him too this morning. Like, there's obviously teams out there that are valuing this kid at a pretty high level that they're going to be bringing him into prestigious, prestigious organizations like the Ravens, dude, that their first call was Brian Flores. You know what I mean? And then don't you guys see, isn't it fucking weird that Brian Flores was called about the head coaching interview just a day or two ago? Then all of a sudden here comes Davis Webb, boom, shoots right up in the first fucking interview again. It's like fucking the guy just jumps in front of everybody, man, for his interview. And then not only that, it's like for my cousin and people that are over there, they told us straight up, they were like, dude, hell, people like this guy. They're like, he's hella smart, dude. Like, he's a really smart dude. And fucking even like with our interview that we had with him, they said like this dude fucking killed it in the interview, man. So, and that Brady and Spytek and them like him a lot, So, I mean, we're gonna have to see because I get it. People are gonna shoot with the Clint Kubiak, but I've said it. I got all kind of questions for Kubiak. What fuck quarterbacks you ever develop, dude? Fucking, when you don't have a fucking Purdy or a Sam Darnold or a Derek Carr, your game falls off. Pretty substantial. I mean, when shit's healthy and everything's going, I get that shit. But Fernando's coming out of college, man. Like he ain't just been in the NFL balling for a few years or nothing. This is going to be his first time.
Yeah, it's true.
Here, and we've already been struggling hardcore. And again, I told you guys, I've looked through his hiring, like who's going to be on his defensive side of the ball, and this guy isn't linked to very many people at all. I mean, not at all. So that tells me if the Raiders hire him, I'm not going to say some dude that he's been talking to for a while. I'm not going to say those things. But what I would say is that it looks like if the Raiders hire him, they're going to be hiring a defensive coordinator themselves, like the Raiders. Like Tom and them going to go fucking find Flores or somebody that'll coach the opposite side of that ball. So he's not coming with the package, like, and like I said, he couldn't, and he could be coming with the DC that's a non-play caller, like fucking half of these dudes right now, just like the guy on this Seahawks right now, Aiden Duran, which I said would probably be his guy to begin with. But again, he doesn't call plays. Mike McDonald calls plays. So I feel like there's a lot of these guys that are in these positions where great coaches are at right now, but their OCs ain't calling plays, and people just want to fucking hop them ahead of everything. And look, dude, if the Raiders are going to be rebuilding and going through this stage, that's fine. Let a young guy get his fucking fuck ups out of the way right off the get go. I have no problem with it for the first year. If he's going to go, 2, 3, I've said it. If you hire young, which I believe, the more and more I think about it, it would be smart as fuck to hire Davis Webb at 30 years old and then put motherfuckers at offense and defense that are young too, and let them all build up as themselves. So that way, when they all start flocking out to other places to get jobs, they start a fucking link tree with Davis Webb from a Sean Payton, Andy Reid, Mike Holmgren, fucking West Coast, Bill Walsh link, system, and then he's going to be one here. And then not only do we get the credit of winning, we also get the credit that great coaches came from right here, starting up and started spreading out. You go out there and get a Clint Kubiak, things like that. Listen, I don't know how many times I have to keep saying this. Whenever a coach leaves the McVay or Shanahan tree, there's only been successful coaches as of right now, maybe 3 if we look at Zach Robinson, offensive coordinator, and the Falcons. But still, I wouldn't say he's successful. He's struggled a lot as it's gone. But I keep saying it. It's only D'Amico Ryan and Kevin O'Connell, man. One for McVay, one for Kyle. But everybody else, where the fuck are they at, dude? I mean, one of the worst coaches come out of McVay, goddamn Brandon Staley. And most fucking coaches that leave out of there, like a Raheem Morris or not, only lasted years, and then they're fucking gone. So it's not like these dudes are just these fucking great coaches that are going out there building up these playoff fucking teams, and they're pushing for a Super Bowl every day. You know what Linktree is? Fucking the damn Bill Walsh West Coast fucking offense. That's the motherfucking one that keeps on surfacing to the top every fucking time, even where these guys came from. So, like I've said, I think the Davis Webb would be a great idea to go with him young and build with him from where he's at. I mean, you can go and try with Clint and all that, dude. I just feel like, I'm not going to say he ain't going to teach the team. I'm not going to say that he would be a bad option. I'm just saying, like, I think you can go young and build this the whole staff that way, not just one guy.
Say, Dustin, did you hear anything about Bill Musgrave might be coming back to be a defensive coordinator or something like that? Because I follow Raider Central News, and he had a video talking about something about Bill Musgrave might be coming back to be a defensive coordinator or something like that. Have you heard anything about that?
I can tell you, if that guy said that, he's probably smoking meth. He's probably first off, Bill Musgrave is an offensive coordinator, not a defensive coordinator. So
okay, yeah, he did say, okay, I got that wrong. He said offensive coordinator, and he said he might be coming back to the Raiders. Might be. Have you heard anything about that?
I would say it like this. Spytech made it clear as day at the podium that the next coach that's hired will pick his own staff. So whoever said that is probably just making shit up.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, he said it clear as day that that coach would build his own deal.
And that's a good question for you. Why did the Raiders let Bill Musgrave go?
That was a fucking Jack Del Rio deal, man. Like something happened between him and Del Rio, and they didn't want to re-sign him, and they chose to go with Todd Downey's trash fucking ass.
Yeah,
For
but wasn't he doing a
quarterback
good
coach.
job as an offensive coordinator with you?
Derek Carr had one of his best careers fucking
Yeah.
with him.
I'm like, what went wrong? I'm like, why y'all let him go? You know, I couldn't understand that. I couldn't understand that. He was the best man for the job. Couldn't understand that. That's the NFL for.
You said who's going to be the defensive coordinator for Brian Flores. I've said it, man. I mean, I think Patrick Graham, they'll let him walk regardless, but there's a guy on the squad that's already been with them. And what's his name? Fucking Rob Leonard was with Brian Flores in Miami. So I believe that he would probably promote Rob Leonard to defensive coordinator.
Okay, is he real good?
Brian Flores is going to still call his own plays, Hector. That's what I think.
Okay, so is the one you that said that was a defensive coordinator in Miami, is he real good?
He's on our team. He's our D-line coach.
Okay.
Rob Leonard.
Okay, gotcha.
They'll just promote him to DC. They would just.
That's what I want to see happen.
Yeah, they would just promote him to DC, but Flores is going to call his own plays. I mean, it's just he's the head coach, and that's his position. So,
right.
That's why I think Patrick Graham would get let go right away because he's not going to let him run his defense.
Well, he's already had a few interviews, or at least a couple interviews, I believe.
Washington.
I think it was Washington and some other team.
I only heard of Washington so far, but
okay.
It could have been somebody else.
I thought there was two, but I'm maybe mistaken. Because all I can remember is Washington as well. So.
Okay.
He said Mike McDaniels has proven he can handle the cocaine. In Vegas.
Man.
I mean, his run game in Vegas with Genty, he would probably fuck some people up for sure.
Definitely.
I think McDaniels would be a great offensive coordinator, but he's not going to pick our team over all those other teams. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah, there's seeming to be more spots opening daily.
Runs in the family. Even Josh McDaniels are the same, like good coordinators, but they're probably not the best head coaches.
I mean, there's reports coming out that all Patrick Mahomes has to do is just say the word, and Cliff Kingsbury will become the new OC and the Chiefs for him that literally trained him at Texas A&M.
Oh, that would fucking suck.
Yeah.
Unless we get Brian Flores.
Oh, I would not like that at all. Just because the resentment between us and the Raiders and Kingsbury, what the bullshit that was pulled, well, we all know the story, so don't need to go over it, but man, that would just suck.
Yeah, heard that.
It wouldn't suck if we beat him every time.
Right of the Chiefs.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Once I quit eating these, we'll talk about the subject.
What subject?
I'm just going to talk about Gruden, Carr, and Fernando, and so on.
Okay.
And then tomorrow night, I have something I'll add to it. But I don't want to add to it tonight, but we'll talk about a bunch of things. But this is something I just want to talk about.
Okay.
So when we first came into this offseason and all the John Gruden talk, everything started happening, I didn't believe that there was any possible way that Gruden would be considered with us or any deal. But then I've heard from my cousin that there are people watching Gruden at the Hawaii Bowl, just along with a lot of other NFL coaches at the same time. They want to see basically like John Gruden, his brother, basically how they're coaching, like they've already made it public that they're going to try to make a push back into the NFL. And this is just a platform of just basically showing them that they still know what they're doing. Now, David Carr, his brother in the Homegrown show with Derek Carr, he's always instigating if Clint Kubiak was to come to the Raiders, would Derek Carr come out of retirement and go play with him? Then there's report that if John Gruden was to come there, Derek Carr would come with him. And then there is, when Pete Carroll was fired, I don't know if some of you know, some of you do or don't, I don't know. But when the Raiders fired Pete Carroll, John Gruden posted a Raiders flag fucking on his Instagram with the deal on there, and that thing got like 2 million views on that thing. I
didn't know that. That's new to me. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he posted the Raiders flag on his deal the minute they fired Pete, and then fucking there was reports, like I said, with David, where he was sitting there implying like, "Hey, I like you said, like I think he's been talking with Gruden." And Derek has to have a surgery done in order for the injury that he has. It's a shoulder and a
shoulder,
elbow. Yeah, and in order to fix it, he has to have the surgery. But there are people that said that you can play through the injury. It just is painful, and it'll just depend on how much pain you can tolerate and for how long. Like basically is what they're saying. So basically, you're just better off to have
surgery.
Have the surgery.
Right. Well, you think he already had that?
Yeah, he didn't have the surgery. He didn't take it. Even
and speaking of surgery, I heard Max Crosby had his surgery today.
Yeah, I saw a post from him. Yeah, he's all ready to go, man. He says 2026 is going to be his best year ever.
Well, we'll talk about that in a second, but and at the end of the deal, I think like they've said, like I think if reports even indicate any type of truth to what they're trying to say about watching Gruden, if Gruden goes through and he plays really well and they can convince him to come back here and head coach or offensive coordinator, I don't know what their plan is.
That's what I wanted to ask you. What position coach do you think you would be? I mean, I don't think
I know tomorrow I can answer that. Tomorrow I can.
Okay. That's okay. That's the other thing you wanted to hold on to.
Yeah,
gotcha.
I can most definitely answer that question tomorrow. But
right.
I feel like if we're just using the people on the board of saying Derek Carr, John Gruden, and Fernando Mendoza, I mean, I think that's a great tangible of developing a dude like Fernando. Fernando's a big time church dude. He's religious. Fucking you got Derek Carr in the same base. Their faith, everything. You got a John Gruden that's a really strict dude, but look, I've said this. John hasn't developed a rookie like straight off the press rookie, right? But if he has Derek Carr and he keeps Greg Olsen, and then he goes with him, they'll be able to develop Fernando just damn fine. I don't think there's going to be any issue with Greg Olsen working with him to develop him. I mean, he's done good with every time he's been here or anybody he's been here with, So I think Greg Olsen and them would be a great option. And I just feel like this is my biggest concern of any hire or any coaches or anything. You have so listen, if you pick Fernando Mendoza as your number one pick, the number one priority, whoever the fuck you're hiring, has to be able to develop a quarterback. It's got to be the number one deal. You can't just hire a guy and say, hey, man, this guy's a good coach. He's won games, this and that. We're going to get it done. No, bullshit. That guy got to be, he himself has to know how to develop the motherfucking quarterback. So that way, when he's passing the duty on to somebody else or somebody else down the line, I feel like he's going to have an idea. what people don't understand about Brian Flores, and this is why I keep saying like he would probably make the most sense. When he was with Bill Belichick, he was in the scouting department, the offensive side of the ball. He knows how to see fucking what a good quarterback is or a good offensive player. So he ain't gonna be the one to scout or develop the fucking guy, but he most definitely will give him keys. He'll tell him certain things, but he knows what he's fucking looking at. There's a big difference in there, and I feel like in this hiring, and then again, this is something I'll talk about tomorrow too, because I feel like the priority has to be the person that can develop them. It can't. I think people need to look into Clint Kubiak a hell of a lot more. I think the interview, in my personal opinion, is just going to be like, hey, would you be even interested in the fucking job? Because these other places are fucking interviewing you. They got Cam Ward, and again, let's just be honest. Like, I could even see him in the Titans job, because if people go back just a few years ago when he was talking about Cam Ward in the West Coast offense, he said he is the ideal player. He is the definition of West Coast. Like, so I can most definitely see him in him. I can see him over there with fucking the Falcons, like I said, with Bijan and Drake and all of those dudes. I mean, he's got options. And if we're just being honest, the guy that's got to come here, he's not getting to pick a team that's, half-assed there or not. He's got to be a guy that can rebuild the whole motherfucking team, so that's a really tough order. So like I've said, if you were able to bring John and Derek back here and use them for a year or two or a few years and get him acclimated and get Fernando going, I feel like fucking like I truly believe like that's got to be the number one goal for any person that's employed by the Raiders is Fernando's success. Like, it has to be, because if you don't have him, if he's not going in the first year or two, like, we're in some major trouble. First overall pick, waited this whole time, got this guy, claimed it was a quarterback issue, and then we don't develop this dude. I mean, we'd be a fucking laughing stock, period. Like, we would turn into literally the early 2000 Browns in a fucking heartbeat, where every teams was like, yep, I ain't going there. And then that's like the Jets right now. It's like Dante Moore, fucking their agent, going to call the Raiders and be like, well, you take him first overall, man, so he don't have to go to the Jets. Like, that's how desperate some of these dudes are, not going to an organization just straight sucking. At least people still have faith in us at some point for whatever reason. But maybe it's just the uniforms or what we got. I don't know, but there are people that still do love the Raiders, even sucking, so I don't know,
We
man.
do.
We have a lot of options here.
Yeah. I've been with him since 1988, man. Through the good, the bad, and the ugly.
The thing that I think people got to realize real quick in this head coaching candidate search, you can't just get too hungry too fast. You can't just go out there and try to fucking scarf down and get full right away. Like, I feel like you need to go through as many motherfucking coaching candidates as physically possible. And if that's 20, 25 of these, dude, if it's available, then you're checking them all. Because I think at this point, listen, the Raiders are a depleted fucking franchise, team, organization, everything. It's not just one thing. It's every fucking thing. I've said it. The reason why I believe Flores is like a drill sergeant. He's going to come in here and he's going to ship motherfuckers real quick. So you need a guy with a voice like that if you're going with someone that's got veterans, a little bit of veteran skill inside of them. But if you're going with a young movement, that means Mac's probably gone. That means a lot of these dudes are probably gone. They'll probably want to set the contracts to these guys' age and time. And then that way they're getting them on their times for the next 4 or 5 years, or 2 or 3 coordinators or not. I think if you go with the Flores or somebody, you keep Max. I think if you go with a Davis Webb, you don't keep Max, because you're telling Raider Nation, like, we are literally rebuilding this whole team. We are going to give David Webb the next 3 years before we even evaluate them at any point of where they're at. And we're going to see what this kid's vision is and where he can take this team. And this is where people say, like, well, I don't want to take a young guy, dude. Look, he plays for the Donkeys and this, that. Listen, you can be dumb. You can be dumb as hell. That's not going to change nothing in life. What people, when you're educated like us and fans, this can be another fucking Sean McVay. And these dudes don't come around very fucking often. And they don't come from a link tree of that fucking proven and have as high a fucking, speaking of this kid at 30 fucking years old, just like they did with Sean McVay. You fuck this hiring up, man, and you think that you're just going to go out there and grab a Clint, dude, and 3 years down the road, Clint can't develop fucking Fernando, all this shit, and we're the fuck out this door all over again. Like, that's a big fuck up. And I'm telling you, I'm asking valid fucking points. I ain't bringing up no hate on Clint. I ain't bringing up no fucking invalid points. If you are hiring a guy to change the Raiders organization, that is a fucking massive point that needs to be answered. It needs to be answered. He had a fire fucking squad over there. He had receivers, halfbacks, tight end. He didn't have the quarterback, and they fell off massively. I've always said this, dude. If you are a great offensive coordinator, your system should not die out from losing your quarterback. Just go ask fucking Kyle Shanahan, ask Andy Reid, go ask Sean McVay. They're going to still fucking win and find ways to compete just as well as they did with their starter. Their systems don't die out. And I'm not saying Clint ain't a fucking bad dude or he doesn't. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just saying when you have a good quarterback and you have a good line and you have good receivers and you have good halfback and you have a fucking great defense to match tempo with you, I think pretty much a lot of people can look really fucking good. We are not that. We don't have the defense. We don't have the tempo. We don't have the receivers. We don't have the fucking line. We don't have none of that shit. So when we sit here and try to compare ourselves to those things and think that vision is our vision, bullshit. Maybe 4 years down the road after fucking, a few $100 million and 30 fucking draft picks, 30 draft picks, we might finally get to that point. But for right now, that's not us. And if we're sitting here saying like, hey man, if we're gonna go with the Flores dude, he can probably turn around quick. They'll go get a quarterback. They'll play first year. They'll develop Fernando. Just his strictness alone is going to bring culture change right the fuck away, accountability, all these things. I mean, I'm absolutely, like I've said it, I think he would be the best for what the Raiders are lacking. But then when Baltimore Ravens pop the fuck up on the board, I've said this is like the ideal guy for that fucking team. I've said it from day one. And then he gets an interview to there, like all I'm saying is like, if you can look at it and like how a lot of people look at it, it's like Doritos or Coca-Cola or Pepsi or Dr. Pepper. Clint is a marketing sell. He is fucking one of those deals. Instead of going and buying water off the shelf that's healthier for you, you're going to go and buy the Pepsi, or you're going to buy the Dr. Pepper, or you're going to buy something because the brand is telling you to fucking buy me. That's what they're telling you, to fucking buy me. And I've said it. Those fucking brands can be dangerous. And you need to
Dustin,
pay attention to it, because if we don't pay attention to that shit at this point where we are at, does it make sense to sit there and say, let's go with Clint and let's find the fucking the Kyle Shanahan fucking deal? What are we saying? Salah's coming next, and don't get me wrong, Salah with him would probably be a really good tandem. And I've said it, Salah thrives off a guy like this. He has to have both ways. He needs an offense that can score for you.
Dustin.
Yeah.
No, I agree with what you're saying. I just wanted to add like a quick point, maybe get your thoughts and the thoughts from the other panelists. By the way, salute everyone. Salute Raider Mike. Happy New Year, dude.
What's up,
salute
Al?
Raider Stunner.
Happy New Year.
So I was reading like some reports from. Salute, fellas. I was reading some reports about some Raider insiders, and they were giving some rough estimates in terms of the number of people, the number of coaching candidates that they may interview. So what I read in one of the articles was that the Raiders are going to interview at a minimum of 10 people, but likely higher than that, probably in the range of 15, 20 people. And I'm of two opinions of that, right? So if you're interviewing, let's say they interview 15 people for the head coaching gig. On the plus side, you're casting a wide net. You're getting a lot of, candidates. You're getting to know a lot of different people. On the other side, you could be confusing a lot of shit, dude. And it's really hard to build consensus. If you're interviewing just 5 or 7 guys, it's easier to like pick, right? Because you have fewer options. But it's like if you go to a restaurant and the restaurant has fucking 10, 15 pages of menu, it's hard to pick what you want unless you know exactly what you want. And I'm not sure that this front office knows what they want. And that's what actually kind of scares me and makes me a little nervous. Because when you interview so many people, that tells me you don't really know what you want. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't think that's
and it could be
true.
concerning, and it could be concerning.
I kind of disagree with
because Spytek literally said at the podium just the other day that they want dudes like the discipline from Michigan, where him and Brady barely overlaps, played a year or so, but they know what the guy demanded from the culture of the university, the coach, the discipline, all those things. They most definitely know what the fuck they want in this hiring. And I think when you're interviewing 15 and 20 people, if you are skilled like I am, I don't think you're over serving yourself, because one, like if you're using a menu in a restaurant compared to looking at 15 different people, you can't look at it as in 15 pages. You would have to look at it as a combo menu from like 1 to 15, with number 1 being burritos, 2 tacos, enchilada type shit. Because that's how you're going to label your first row of coaches in there. I don't think you're going to over slap it like that. And when you're interviewing 15 to 20 people, that's why they have 2 stacks of paper. One goes on this side that said, yes, I like what you offer with what we believe, and no, I don't fucking like you, you're not coming here. Like that's pretty much how those stacks go. So I'm pretty sure they're probably just as educated as me, if not more. So I'm pretty sure they're going to be able to hire the people just fine. I've said it, more the merrier. Bring 30 motherfuckers. I mean,
that's what I always say, man. I mean, these are supposedly, we'll say, highly intelligent people and very educated in the job they're doing. They've been doing it for years. I mean, they're going to remember each one, and they're going to put some kind of mark. They're going to put some kind of marker on each one as they interview them, and then they go back and pick between, because they're all going to have different pros and cons and shit like that. But the more you have to choose from, I mean, there might be somebody that you weren't even thinking of, and then comes in and blows you away, and has some, like, maybe some candidates for assistant coaches and stuff that you would not have interviewed if you only interviewed like 7 or 8. So why not? It's not a waste. You're still acquiring knowledge. The more people you interview, the more knowledge you get from them. I'll shut up from there.
No, I think that makes sense, Mike. And I think I guess one outstanding question that I have is
y'all take it easy, okay?
All right,
man.
Have a good night.
All right, man.
Night.
Take it easy.
Have a good
one, Harvey.
I think the other thing that I was thinking about is, and this isn't very clear to me, it's like obviously Spytek by title, he's the GM, right? But I'm curious as to whether or not is the ultimate decision going to sit on Spytek, because Spytek mentioned a couple of days ago in his press conference, which I think is a good thing. He said, hey, I don't agree with Brady on everything. Like, yes, we have like the same sort of philosophy, but we disagree. Is he willing and able to go against whatever Brady says?
Is that a rhetorical question, or is that a?
It'd be nice. It'd be easy to answer if we knew the goddamn chain of command of that place, but none of us do.
That's what I'm saying.
No, honestly, he just said.
That's what the question is. Like, what's the chain of command?
Well, you just said it, man. You said we obviously know when the fucking GM says, "Hey, man, I don't really see eye to eye with him, but I'll still disagree with him. Who the fuck you know who the fucking boss is? I mean, you don't say that shit when you're looking at it. You be like, hey, if I don't agree with this guy, I absolutely don't. You know, Tom Brady is going to be the guy. I mean, it's been clear as day. Mark Davis said that he was going to take a back seat. Fucking Tom Brady's going to take up, take control of all fucking player personnel, control all the hiring, everything right now this year. So the boss is fucking Tom right now. That's who the boss is. Mark is going to pay paychecks. And if Spytek's going to be there, you're going to be talking to Tom Brady, not fucking Mark Davis about that, so.
And Dustin, if that's the case, this situation is actually unprecedented in NFL history, actually, in this sense, because you have a minority owner calling the shots over the majority owner. I don't think that's ever happened in the history of the NFL. I can't think of another team.
I don't think you can say that because Mark Davis doesn't own the majority share of the Raiders as of right now.
Well, he's the controlling owner.
He does own probably the most at one time. Like, I'm not going to argue that. Like 32%, I think, is what he owns right now. The rest of the team's been sold, so he may own the biggest piece at one time. But everybody else, all it takes is two dudes put their shit together and they out control him right away. So I think there's just a mutual agreement that Al Davis owned the Raiders. It was his shit. He sold shares. Everybody agreed that nobody would push on the Davis name why it was there. I think that's why there's no person in the whole organization, regardless of what the owner's name is, no matter how much percentage he has, there ain't nobody pushing back on Tom with 5% taking control of that team. They know Tom Brady brings money. Tom Brady's a winner. Tom Brady knows what he's doing. So there ain't no guy just going around saying, man, Tom won 7 rings. Just give him the fucking job. These guys are billionaires. They're fucking multimillionaires. They run fucking big time organizations. They see him, conduct with them, see how he talks to other people, what deals he's going, how he's training people, how he talks about players and so on. They know he's fucking every bit qualified for the job. They know it for damn well. And just because somebody owns the majority share doesn't say that they can relinquish who they want to run their organization. They're the boss. They can do whatever the fuck they want. If you want to be Jerry Jones and be the face of your organization, or you don't want no one to know who the fuck you are, you can be like the Packers and just have the city run it. Like at the end of the day, whoever owns the company can let whoever the fuck they want run it, as long as the NFL has granted him ownership within that team, which they did with Tom. So, I've said it. I think if people in that organization didn't think Tom can run it, I guarantee you they would speak right up right away. I guarantee they would speak up right away and be like, oh, hell no. Like, why did you give this 5% majority guy control of the team? But nobody's going to say that, because every single person that's invested in the Raiders wants to see return on their money. And what better return when you have a 7-time Super Bowl greatest player to play the game running your team? They're not say a fucking word, so. And again, if Tom wasn't qualified to be there, they wouldn't give it to him. He wins in everything he does, his boat, his soccer, the fucking aces with fucking Mark. Dude, he owns half that damn team. I mean, he wins everywhere he goes. He's a winning motherfucker. So I've said it. Mark can't win. Mark can't be the owner. Like, Mark sucks. It's been facts. I've said it. Is Mark lose as much as he do because he has a vendetta against his dad and he just said, fuck it, I'll take your money, but your team will fucking lose? Or is he just that fucking bad? I don't understand. $300 million to $500 million with Al Davis, won 3 Super Bowls. Mark Davis got $7.9 billion, can't even build a fucking team to get to the playoffs, can't even win games. Is that just straight fucking spite to his dad that he said, I'll just run this bitch in the ground, I don't care? Or is it that he just don't know what the fuck he's doing? And I believe last year was probably the defining moment of putting Pete in there when people were like, hey, we didn't want fucking Pete in there. And then putting Chip in there when motherfuckers were like, hey, man, let's just let Pete hire his guy. It caused all kind of fucking problems in there, dude. And then that's why Mark was like, hey, I'm not going to fucking be in this shit no more. I'll let you guys run with it. Because if Tom would have got any one of his guys, they would fucking already been turning the team around, because every guy they were talking about all in playoffs this year, and their teams turned around first year in the damn deal. So, like I've said, and it's just like you brought up a question last night. Well, is the guy too young? Do you think Tom would train? Listen, Tom wouldn't interview him if he didn't. If he thought he was too young, Tom's not going to bring a guy here and disrespect him. You know, I've heard other people say like, "Well, he just brought him there because if they don't get him as a head coach, they can hire him as an OC." You could have not even brought him in for that interview and hired him from an OC. You know, like that doesn't make sense right there. Like Davis Webb, and you can mark my words on it, is the motherfucker you build your whole entire fucking team around. Like right the fuck away. I would hire his ass right now. If they gave me control to hire this fucking team right now, I would do my 3 fucking deals and say, you know what? I like the Flores idea, but I'm rolling with this motherfucker because in 5 years from now, I'm going to have a link tree from my offensive side, my defensive side. My fucking quarterback's going to be developed. My players, like, I'm going to roll with this shit because this is a 20-year venture, not a fucking 2 to 5 year. And I've said it. Tom did not come down here in this coaching hire to fucking come back next year. He most definitely ain't doing that. He got to work for Fox for 8 more fucking years. Like, he owes Fox 8 more fucking years. So he most definitely don't need to be coming out here every fucking year looking to hire coaches and look at new staff. No, I believe they want to hire it now. They want to put the pieces together that'll be here. And this is why I've said Dabo can be a dangerous hire with Flores because Dabo comes in, he fucking goes 1 good year or 2. Somebody offers him a head coaching job and he's gone. And we don't have a guy to fucking replace him. Where if you go with Davis Webb, you got your guys for 4 or 5 years, and there's nothing saying that guy says, hey, I'll take the ride with David, and I'll be your Josh fucking McDaniels. There's nothing fucking saying that. And there ain't nothing saying defensively that we'll have a dude here. It's Euro, dude. Euro's a bad motherfucker, and we will lose him. That's for sure. He will be a head coach in 2 years easy if he turns this team around like he can. So we will lose Euro, but there is another guy we can get. That's the pass game coordinator for the Ravens. That's a defensive coordinator, well, ready to call defensive plays right here, right now. And he might be the better pick than Euro because Euro, you're going to have somebody behind him develop right now, easy to take over next year, maybe the following year. Where if you go with the, what is it, Chris Whitted, I think is his name. You're going to get him for at least 3-4 years right away. Like, I feel like the younger group will stay here longer, have a better consistency, but when they take off, they're going to fucking be good, man. I've said it. You're not going to come here to the Raiders, swap around this fucking team and not be recognized in the NFL. You're 100 going to become one of the best coaches in the fucking NFL because people are going to be like, bro, everybody that went to the Raiders failed. Every motherfucker went there, they fucking failed. And these dudes popped up and they fucking turned the whole organization around. Like, they're going to be looked at as some of the best coaches in the league at the time. So I feel like in my opinion, like the Raiders have sucked so long. Like, I don't think just winning changes it. I think when you start adding a whole new generation to the Raiders, dude, like all young coaches, this link tree was created here with this team when they've been struggling for so long. Like, you're making a way bigger deal, man. It's just like when they talk about Kyle and when they talk about Shanahan or same guy, McVay, they're always saying like, oh, that team with them, they came from there. That's where they saw that link tree so dominant. They'll be talking about us like that. You know, like they're not just going to be saying we're winning. They're going to be saying like, man, they changed it all with all those younger dudes. And I just feel like that's kind of where we need to be because every time we try to put the Band-Aid on and we try to bring in a coach like, you know, and nobody's been here in the Flores aspect, like in that caliber, but I would say, you know, Gruden maybe. I mean, I don't know really because Josh could have did it, but he was just in his own head. There's multiple deals, but in this case, you're just starting so young and fresh. Like, you're just resetting. Like, you're physically resetting. And I feel like I've told Al been on this thing for the last 4 years. I've literally said this is what the Raiders need to do is a move like this right here. This is the move, man. I've called it for 4 years. This is the move we've been needing to do for years, not just this year, for multiple years.
I mean, Dustin and I have been talking about this shit. You got to rip the stitches out. You got to clean out the wound. You got to like pour fucking hydrogen peroxide on that shit and try to clean it out, dude. Like we've been talking about this for a minute.
We need a surgeon right now. That's what we need. We need a fucking surgeon.
We need all kinds of surgeons, dude. We need a brain surgeon, a heart surgeon, like a lung surgeon.
Yeah, and I feel like we just don't want to half-ass this one where we're pulling off, and maybe it is just time that the whole entire staff goes. You know, like maybe it's time that the whole staff goes because sometimes
even Deuce has to go.
Yeah, yes. I mean, I think it's time. I think it's time that you fucking reset. Like you reset, hard reset.
Even the chefs in the kitchen, they got to go.
Yeah, the vending machines fucking outside. I mean, I think
everything, dude.
It all. I mean, I think
everything's gone, dude.
Yeah, I think
the fucking parking attendant, everyone, dude. The front desk coordinator.
That's why I feel like you got to go with David Webb, dude. I mean, and let him develop. I feel like, look at it like this.
I'd rather lose Showtime than another 20 years. That's for facts.
Dude, McVay came in 5 years later, won a Super Bowl.
Exactly.
I mean,
and John Gruden in 98 when he was coming out of Philadelphia at the time.
Yeah.
Do you guys think that do you think that Spy Tech would roll the dice on a young guy like Webb?
He's talked about it already.
Yeah, he's already said they're looking.
He's already talked about his number one deal is the connection with the head coach and the quarterback.
Yep.
What better fucking deal than a fucking 20-year-old kid and a fucking 30-year-old fucking coach dominating for the next fucking 20 years? I mean, fucking, I don't think you're getting any better tandem than that, period. And not only that, the kid's considered a fucking walking guru and compared to people like John Gruden at their age when they were coming out. Like, the kid is very highly sought after. It's not like listen, Baltimore Ravens sure in the fuck wouldn't interview him if he wasn't worth the shit. They absolutely would not have interviewed that kid. If the Baltimore Ravens are thinking that this 20 or 30-year-old kid can come in here and run our organization, help turn around Lamar and all of that, listen, if we are just that stupid that we would just let some other motherfucking team take the motherfucker and do that, I mean, we're just destined never to win. Like, I'm just gonna be honest. We have zero valuation.
Let's say they miss out on Webb and then they go make some dumbass hire like a Stefanski or some bullshit like that. I'm gonna be a fucking Rebels fan of the XFL. I ain't watching the shit no more.
Well, I would say it like this. Look at the number one thing anytime you bring up a coach, hey, this coach, they always say, well, that coach he's failing because his record is, his record is 24-25. Oh, well, what about this coach? Well, he's a good quarterback, but he's still failing because his record 27-38-1. Like, it's all these guys say. It's just mimicking bullshit over and over and over. So I've said it. Listen, I don't care if you're a losing coach or a fucking winning coach. We literally just had Pete here, one of the most winning coaches out there, fucking been dominant for a long time, and he ain't won shit here. So just because you win or winning coach or not does not mean just because you come to the Raiders, you're just going to fucking win. That's not how this story is going to go, because guess what? Every winning coach come here all lost. So, and some of them lost bad. Some of them got beat down. So, like I've said, that's not how this story goes for the Raiders. I don't care if you're a winner or a loser or not, they've all lost. You need to find somebody that knows how to take the time, rebuild, go through the struggle, but know the building pieces. Know that if we were to get these, we can be back out there winning. Our plays work, but we just are off a few players. Like, you gotta know it. And if you're going with a guy like Flores, I've said it, you're gonna lose your offensive coordinator in the next few years. And then we can be struggling really bad. Davis Webb, he's a goddamn quarterback guru. He ain't going nowhere. Where the fuck he going? He's a damn head coach. So anybody that gets brought along the journey with him and any deal, offensive coordinator, which I've said, go get Johnson from the Texans. Fucking, he's a damn good fucking quarterback coach, dude, and he'll be OC/quarterback coach. You can go over there and get Ronald Curry, that used to be an ex-Raider dude that came back in the NFL. He's been with the Bills, I think the Saints, and so on. And he's a damn good quarterback coach too. Like, there are some guys we can put on this squad with Fernando, and this motherfucker can become the baddest motherfucker in the NFL. The resources are there. The coaching hire needs to be there. And you can't do this with everybody because not everybody's linked with these type of guys. And the thing about this kid, he's linked with every young gun motherfucker coming up. And that's where I said, like, that's where the link tree starts right there. These dudes like Ronald Curry, dude, develop Fernando, get the team back on score. He goes and bees an OC somewhere else. And then he comes from, guess what? Fucking the Davis Webb fucking tree from the Raiders. You start fucking branch off with Johnson. Johnson leaves out of here. Boom, same fucking thing. You go out of there with Euro, even though Euro wasn't here for the majority of the time, but he'll be linked to the same tree due to the fact that he was with the Broncos when they won the Super Bowl. He has relations with Sean, and now fucking with Webb. He comes from this tree now. You see,
okay,
like,
I gotta ask you one quick question. If you already answered this question, I'm sorry.
I'll be in the chat, guys.
Peace, sir.
Is that Aussie leaving?
No, Al.
No, it's Al.
Oh, Al's leaving. Al's leaving.
I'll be in the chat, man. I'll be in the chat, Mike.
Okay.
Salute.
Have a good night. Have a good night.
Have a good one.
What was it?
Shit, I forgot now.
Said that you're gonna
I hate that shit, man.
I think that we probably, if we answered earlier.
Yeah, it's something about I don't remember what it was.
Was it something about link trees?
Oh, it was something about this Davis Webb you're talking about.
Yep.
Yeah, it was about Davis Webb. So, do you think he's the kind of guy that's going to want to clean house and bring in all new coaches with him, or do you think he's going to be one of? Huh?
I would.
Okay, I know you would. Do you think he's the kind of guy to do that, or he's going to just like take some of our remnants? Because we talked about earlier, like Rob Leonard and stuff possibly staying. You mentioned Greg Olson possibly staying. Or do you think he would just clean house?
Well, the only reason Greg Olson would stay with Gruden is obviously we know he's loyal as hell to Gruden. So regardless of whatever team Gruden goes to, there's certain people like Gus Bradley, Greg Olson, fucking Rich Bisaccia. Like, these dudes are grandfathered to Gruden. So, like, they probably made a pact a long time ago. Like, if he enters back in the NFL, they're leaving to go with him. So that's why I would put Greg Olson here. Rob Leonard, I'll just be honest. I think Mark protects Rob Leonard. I don't think Mark lets Rob Leonard leave, but I think everybody else can leave. I don't think there's anybody else on this team that has any caliber of anything besides Rob Leonard. So I think if that kid comes in here, I don't think it's gonna be his choice because, like I've said,
right. Well, if they pick him as head coach, that's what I'm saying. It's his decision. Is he going to keep some of these guys or just clean house?
I think he cleans house, and I think Rob Leonard gets stayed because of Mark. That's my opinion. That I think he'll do. I think he don't know anybody on this team. Why would he keep him? And I don't think these guys, and I don't think Brady and them want him to, because during the presser, if you've seen Spytech, when they asked him, hey man, there's coaches under contract, they're still here. Like, how's that going to go? And he's like, well, they're still under contract. And then later on,
that's all he said. Yeah.
And then the other guy asked later on, well, if they're under contract, did you give them permission that they can seek employment elsewhere? And he said right away, I'm just going to leave that conversation between us. And when you say something,
he also said, well, they know where we stand.
Exactly.
They know where they stand.
Yeah,
and that means we got to talk. We're not going to talk about the intimate details of what we talked about.
Yeah.
We talked to them. We're not going to give you shit so you get.
As much as I do business, those words right there literally imply, like, they're allowing them to seek employment elsewhere.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah,
They're just not going to come out and say it.
There. They're not going to keep them there because those were Pete's guys, and they're absolutely not going to do that. And they're not going to force a kid like Davis Webb or Clint Kubiak or any guy to keep that staff either. There's just no way. What I think will happen is, depending on who the coach is, I think they'll get first pick of who's on here that they want to keep if they want to stay here with them, and then everybody else will be released. I do believe that will be the scenario of any person that comes here. So, and if to answer the question, I would say yes, every coach will clean house. They'll just keep, if there's picks on here that they like, they'll keep.
Right.
That would be how I'd answer that.
Because I like our running back coach too.
Oh yeah. I mean, there's some good people here. I mean, I'm not going to argue it. I mean, the O-line, the actual O-line coach that was there is pretty good.
Philbin, yes.
I mean, yeah, we have some few good little, trinkets, I guess I would say here.
Yeah.
I would just say, like, depending on who the coach, I think, in my personal opinion, Rob Leonard will be protected. He'll be the Graham to Mark. He'll be Patrick Graham to Mark. I just believe Mark is done here. I don't think, or Patrick is done here. I don't think he has any chance being here. I don't think he comes back here. I think there's only one guy that can save his job to be here, and that would be Brian Flores if he decided that he wanted him to be his DC. But I don't see any way Patrick Graham comes back here. I just can't see it.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yeah,
I agree.
I think that train's done, and I think it's time, in my opinion. Like I'm telling you, like the more and more I look at the Davis Webb, it's not about the flashy names. Sometimes I think in this deal, we are so depleted at the team wise. I mean, what do we have to lose to go with a kid like this? And then he turns it around in 3-4 years, and then he got a coach set for 20, and he was the one that did it. He's OC, he's the quarterback guy, he's every fucking thing out there. And then we're saying, like, we have the next fucking Andy Reid, Sean Payton, fucking Harbaugh, all Jim Harbaugh, all these dudes. Like, we have ours now. And
it's not like the Raiders have never hired young head coaches before.
Yeah,
I mean, they have a history. They have a history of it. So
yeah, exactly, but not to this standard. I don't think we've ever hired a 30-year-old kid on this level at any point for a head coach. And like I've said, Sean
Madden is the only one I can think of.
Sean McVay.
John Madden was like 32, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. Like that? He was 32 back when they did that with Al. Yes, 100%. That's one of three. It's like one of three or one of five coaches,
right,
at that age. And so John Madden was in the post-modern Super Bowl era, and then in the modern era of it, it's only Sean McVay. He's the only one. So there's nobody else. So
what was Gruden? 34.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm talking young 30s.
He was 30 years old when he came in, and 35 when he won his first Super Bowl. And he's only 39 now. And that's all I'm trying to say is McVay is looked at as easy top 3, top 5 coach in all of NFL. So that's all I'm saying is like you have the chance to not. So like when you're talking about when we hired, Madden was already, Al was calling defense in there anyway. So like I said, that I don't think that team wasn't nowhere like our team right here at all, nowhere close. This team's depleted. That team won Super Bowls, fucking. I feel like in this one, the team's so broken, you're going to fix not just one spot. You're fixing all the spots. You're going to go new fucking offensive, new OC, new DC, new special teams, new D-line, O-line, fucking wide receiver, cornerback, like a whole new deal now with all new young people. And I feel like whenever you're looking at these older guys, it's like, what happens to good teams? You'll even hear it from Dan Campbell right now. If you hire these older guys and they go out and have 2-3 good years, Guess what? They ship off and fucking be the head coach of the Bears. Take their personnel over there. Fucking Aaron Glenn left, went to the Jets, took his personnel over there. Now this team fucking stuck to rebuild the whole damn team. What happened?
Me? Oh, I heard a noise in the house. I think it was my wife.
I was like, shit, I seen you look over like if someone just fucking jumped over.
Yeah, I'm gonna go check something out real quick.
All right. But I just feel like you have a good chance on this one, just not to fuck this one up, man. And that's all. I mean, when you start looking at the coaching hires that we're looking at right now, and you're saying Matt Nagy, and you're saying fucking Vance Joseph, and yeah, fuck that. Fuck that. I'd rather just go young.
Fuck that. I've said that the whole time. Fuck that. Like, it's only two options for me. And I agree with you with the web option being the better option. Like, even over Flores. Flores is the other option. But yeah. Like, the floor is high. I wouldn't be mad about it. But it's like you said, like, if Dable comes here, he uplifts our offense, he could be gone within a year or maybe two. Whereas you go to the young hire, that kid can end up being the next Sean McVay. We have a coaching tree of our own. We're constantly developing staff, not just players. Like, that's what we need to do, I think.
Yeah, you'll get some dumb fan that says, well, if you go with Davo and if you go with Davo and you go with Flores, we're gonna win right away. No, you're not. No, you're not. There's too many pieces that need
2 to 3 years.
And by the time we start winning, Davo's gonna end up leaving. And that's going to be really bad. It's just like the Ole Miss tonight against Miami. Ole Miss looked really good last week against Georgia, like balling. They had a great team. Their shit looked
it's crazy how much it changed.
And then guess what? They fucking come in here tonight because half their stuff, because the way that the portal opens up in college, it opened up on the 2nd, and I think it goes to like the 15th. So what happened? All Ole Miss's crew is all now, because those are all Lane Kiffin guys. They're all in LSU, and then the portal opened on the 2nd. So everybody at Ole Miss had to fucking pack bags and go to LSU to go over there and start fucking going through, their hires. And then the only guy that stayed there was the OC coach, so he can work with fucking Chambers. And the team's defense, and it just didn't even look nowhere close to the same. And Chambers, again, has to go out there, fucking battle his ass off the whole entire time. They get a fucking holding penalty at the end of the game, dude, and don't even get it called on them. But, hey, whatever. Fucking, I mean, pass interference like a motherfucker.
Yeah, that's what I was. I actually left our group, the DSR group chat, because I'm like, I'm not just going to keep having this debate. If people don't know fucking football, that's their fucking problem. If you're going to tell me that wasn't a PI at the end of the game, well,
I mean, he was holding him right here by the fucking
deal. I said he was. And I watched because the thing was, I was listening with you guys.
I don't give a fuck if the corner is staring at the football in the fucking air or not. He cannot put fucking any goddamn
and then the other thing I was going to say, not just that, like the tugging of the shirt. Yes, I agree. But then I watched it a couple of times because I was watching on Foxtel at the same time as watching with you guys on the phone. So it's like the phone was before what I was watching on my monitor here. So I'd watch it with you guys, and then it's like I was watching the instant replay in live action on my screen here, because the time difference between watching on the phone where you guys were watching it from and here, like the delay was perfect. Like I'm watching a live action replay, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I was watching that, then I was watching here, and not just what you said. He did that, but he also grabbed the dude's arm. He had the other arm.
He held him right here with his one arm right on his fucking heel when he was turning on him. You can't hold. You cannot hold the receiver. You can't even fucking put your hand on him at any point on his fucking collar like that, dude. And I mean, that should be a blatant fucking pass interference right away. Blatant as fuck. He can't contact the corner or the receiver until they compete for the ball. So he ain't allowed to contact him even when they're both looking at it while they're running. If they're both looking in the air for possession of the ball and the corner crosses the fucking receiver, pass interference right away. He can't do that shit, dude. He has to be aware of the receiver and the ball. He has the right to go to receive the ball just like the receiver, but he does not have the right to make any fucking contact with that motherfucker at any given point unless they're in air fighting for the fucking ball. Then they can fight with each other. But
Yeah,
the second he grabbed dude like that by the collar, that's instant fuck flag. You absolutely can't do that.
The other one that got me though,
he ran
it
like
was
that in
grabbing
the
the
end
arm.
zone. He ran in the end zone like that all the way into the end zone.
Exactly, the whole time. And then the other thing, I even made the joke in the chat saying, like, it was like the dude was going down the aisle, like when you get married, like the way he was holding dude's arm. Like, how the fuck is the receiver going to go for the ball to catch the ball with one arm's being held pretty much like held down to the ground or whatever, like holding the arm? Like, how the fuck is he going to catch the ball one-handed or what? Like it was just a clear-cut PI to me, but they didn't call it because I felt like I was watching the game and I felt like the whole time I had the inkling like they wanted Miami in the championship.
I was gonna say which PI are you guys talking about or non-PI? Because I had to step out for a second, so I take my earbuds out.
Oh, the one right at the end of the game, the one on the Hail Mary,
ended in the end zone.
Oh, yeah, that was definitely pass interference.
Yeah, the play at the end of the game in the end zone.
Yeah. When Ole Miss was down there through the corner of the end zone, the very last play, they didn't. Yeah, that was pass interference.
The corner when he was faced on the receiver in the end zone, and he was turning on to the left there. He fucking had his hand placed on dude's fucking shoulder pad here with his hand cupped like this. He can't do that. He can't even jam the motherfucker now. He can put his hand and hold himself there like without pushing off or any of that. He's can open hand and hold himself. But the fucking minute he puts any type of fucking hook on that deal, that's absolutely no. It's just you fucking cannot do that. So, and they didn't even call it or not, but they also
and what was also funny is I didn't know maybe they did later in the broadcast, but they really the announcers weren't even really talking about that. You know,
they said it after. So once the game was done, you're right. Nobody was saying it, but the minute like people were moving, like going to celebrate, they were like, whoa, they were like, hey, fucking, that's massive. Like, hell, like I said, it'll be a massive, it's going to be a massive debate tomorrow for sure. But by the time people noticed it, they're already, going. I think I think there's a lot of things college needs to do. They need to protect the portal. They need to fucking change that shit where no coaches even being hired or not. Like, the portal really fucked Ole Miss, because it opened on the 2nd, and half the crew is Ole Miss coaches right now, but they're all employed by LSU. You know what I mean? So that's a big fuck you. That's like a big fuck you to the school, and I don't think that should be allowed. You couldn't do that in the NFL.
I like that coach. I like that coach they got though, man. I like him.
Lane Kiffin?
No, not Lane Kiffin. No. Ole Miss's coach. What was what's his name? God damn it!
It was Lane Kiffin that was there, but
I know he was the one that left to LSU though.
Yeah, he's the
one. I'm talking about the one that's coached the playoff games.
That was the OC for. That's the OC for fucking Lane Kiffin. He's leaving. He's gone over.
Oh, he's leaving. Oh, he's leaving after this. Oh, he just did the head coaching for the playoffs.
He was the last guy left. He was the last guy left.
And he's shit, they're fucked.
So he ran the deal, fucking. But yeah, he fucking like they did. They fucked them over there big time. Like they fucked that school big time over there.
So he's going. The head coach from the playoffs is going to the LSU too.
He'll leave tonight.
He just stayed through the playoffs.
Yeah, he was the last one that stayed. He's the OC just to work with. He just did it to work with Trinidad Chambis, because he's been with them the whole time, and he just was like, I'm not gonna just bail on him. Somebody had to stay regardless. It just ended up being him.
I actually wonder who they're going to get next year though, like for their coach.
I mean, thinking about that, I don't know who the fucking coach is going to be.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, it could be one of the, how we've got a lot of coaches being fired and shit this year. I could see whoever doesn't get hired by one of these teams could end up going over there.
You know what I was thinking?
Is Chambliss coming out this year, or is he staying in there? They got some pretty decent players.
He's going
back. He's going back. They also got Lacey. That dude's pretty badass too.
Chambliss got eligible for Chambliss was eligible for a 6th year because of his red shirt. He redshirted after 4 games early on. But his eligibility is actually being challenged right now. So they had a lawyer, everybody, the lawyer.
Oh, they got to go through
because he's actually a senior and he's supposed to declare for the NFL. But because he redshirted, I think the 3-year redshirt, and as long as he don't play over 4 games at any time in those years, he should be eligible for the 6th year. So Old Miss and them submitted return of eligibility for him to play his final year as the starting quarterback because he came in 3 games late due to injury. He wasn't even the starter there this year. There was another kid that was the starter. He got injured the 3rd game in. And Chambliss, that's what people don't understand. Chambliss spotted the whole league 3 games and still fucking caught him in yards, touchdowns, fucking QBR, everything. Like, imagine if he had those other 3 games, he'd be the best quarterback in this and then wouldn't even be close. You know, like he had 3,600 fucking yards minus 3 games.
Let me ask you a question about Chambliss because you know so much shit. Because I've been trying to find out, and I keep hearing that the reports say that Chambliss is 6'1", and then I've heard but I've heard announcers and shit like that scoffing that. Like, and I've been like paying attention. When I see him in the huddle, I mean, he's the shortest guy in the fucking huddle. I mean, I don't think he's even 6'1".
He's 6 foot. I mean, he's been measured by numerous people. I mean, they've all said he's 6 foot tall. And look, 6 foot, as long as he's 6 foot and above, I can care less. I mean, you're talking about people like Baker, Jalen Hurts, frickin'. There's numerous people.
I understand. Yeah.
You know, Mark, that are pretty good. So I mean, we can go over how many dudes been in the league that were 6'5" over the last 10 years, and none of them are still here, you know. So,
well, I understand. It's just like a little peeve of mine, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I think in today's deal, like, so this was like something I was talking about is like in today's deal, you almost want a Chambliss more than you want a Fernando because Brady probably looks at it like Fernando's more pure pocket passer and has something Tom didn't have, which was some mobility to him. So Tom's probably looking at Fernando saying like, man, Fernando's passing tangibles are like mine, but he offers mobility. So he's like, this is a good little option here. So in Brady's mind, 116 million, 10 draft picks, Fernando, few people on the line. Brady builds him one of the best lines in all football. And here you go, he got a quarterback. But I've also said, like, a guy like Chambliss, you don't have to give him the greatest line because he's a pure playmaker. He's gonna roll out of that pocket to find himself a deal, just like Joe Montana, Steve Young, fucking all these dudes used to do back in the 80s and 90s, which was unique as hell in football. Everybody loved it. And this is that kid right there. I said when he played Georgia, last week, he Barry Sanders those motherfuckers in the backfield where he fucking ran around in a loop all the way to the goddamn end zone, fucking turned around, run right back up and fucking throw the ball down 20 yards downfield. I mean,
I gotta admit, I didn't know who the fucker was until the playoffs. And I'm like going, who in the hell is this dude, man? You know,
I mean, he's won D2 championships with the Pit Bulls.
Right, he was D2 before. That's why. This is his first year in D1, right?
Yeah, and he wasn't even post-start. He was post-start next year.
So that guy got hurt, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then he shows you the kid came to the SEC, which is the hardest motherfucking division in college. He came to the hardest division in college, literally, comes in week 3 or 4, and then he fucking just takes the fuck off. And that's year 1. Look at it like this against Miami tonight, right? If he don't put that team on his back like he does every game, like he did all season long,
it wouldn't even be close.
Fucking suck.
Wouldn't even be close.
Fuck, he made it a fucking hella competitive game just by him alone. Just him.
Facts.
All by him and Lacey, dude. Like literally fucking that team, that outside there, they don't have nothing. That kid fucking makes plays, dude. And he puts a beautiful ball on people, dude. I mean, he put such a beautiful ball on that dude on the sideline over the top. That dude should have caught that shit, and he dropped that motherfucker. I mean, this guy, you put him in the NFL with
and that last Hail Mary, the one that should have been a PI, that ball was right on the receiver.
Touchdown too. I mean, it was a good fucking ball in the corner right there. So I thought he caught the fucking thing at first.
He would have if that fucking cunt wasn't like fucking hands you over him the way he was.
Yeah, I was like fucking. I mean, this is how I always look. At
that would have gotten arrested in Las Vegas on the streets. That kind of contact.
Oh yeah. You know, this is how I look at our team. Okay, and this is why I think Chambis works better for us. When people sit here and they say, like, you know, Fernando's a great quarterback, he has the, you know, he's a great pocket guy, this, that, the other, blah, 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 right? And they'll say, well, he doesn't have any 5-star recruits. He has more 3 than 4s. You know, they're coming up with all these deals. Listen, there are guys that are 0-star recruits that go into college and then they end up being 5 stars and 4 because of the teams they're on and the production. So to sit there and say Indiana has 3s and 4s but no 5s, yeah, I'm not going to argue that. But fucking, what's that guy's name? Fucking, fucking CIG and TTI, fucking Cat Nagy, or however you say his fucking name.
God, you're not talking about Nagy, are you?
No, I'm talking about the Indiana's fucking head coach.
Oh, Kurt.
Shit. Signetti.
Yeah, he's like Italian or some shit.
Yeah, Signetti. He develops his players. He's the one that's developing those players. So, yes, when they went in there, they weren't 3 and 4s, but I guarantee you some of them dudes are 5s right now, not a doubt in their fucking mind. And when you sit there and look at the way Indiana's built, good defense, good offense, fucking, they had the MVP of the fucking offense in the Rose Bowl. I mean, nobody usually gets that. They thought it was going to the quarterback. So, like, their team is fucking dominant as fuck. So, when you're looking at his team, I look at his team like the Niners, the Rams, the Seattle. They're a good built fucking team. So, if he's leaving Seattle or the Niners and he's going to the fucking Browns, odds are he's going to fucking suck. He ain't going to do shit over there. Their team ain't going to allow him to do shit because they suck too. So you're hoping on a miracle that they're going to get these guys and they're going to fix these deals. And the odds say bullshit. They've been saying that for 20 years and fucking been doing the same shit just like the Raiders. So you can't look at, you don't, like, in my opinion, you don't want that guy. In my opinion, when you look at fucking Trinidad fucking Chambis, guess what team his looks like? Like the fucking Raiders. They look like they're fucking got a few good little pieces in here, but the rest of the team be broken. So a lot of time, motherfucker be spending time running around, trying to make up plays across the deal. That's the motherfucker we need. We need that guy right there. That's our team. The Ole Miss motherfucking Raiders. Got fucked up defense, got fucked up offense, but this goddamn dude making plays. And when you got a Brock Bowers and you have a Genty and you have these, we need him. Like, I don't see how people don't judge the teams that way, dude. Like in college, that's why I feel transitions fell so bad, because motherfuckers are always wanting the dude that's on the best team in fucking college. And they're like, yeah, he's going to come here. I mean, all right, sure, man. Sure. You know, like if he went over to the Rams and he was with fucking McVay, he's winning fucking 6 Super Bowls. You know, like straight up. I'm not even going to argue that fucking shit. Him coming to the Raiders and fucking playing, he might be a damn bust, depending on who the coach and who the fucking OC is. You're only getting a few shots at it. I mean, let's just be real. Aiden O'Connell been through what, 6 coordinators, 3 years, 6, 7, 3 years. You know, continuity is where you got to start with everything to begin with. So I mean, like I said, it can be a bad deal, and I've said it. He's a system guy. So whoever the fuck you hire better be staying here. So when you look at Chambus, I mean, motherfucker he's dangerous, bro. He might become one of the best. Listen, I'm just gonna be honest. You have Archie Manning, dude. You have all these guys coming out next year. And if Archie plays anywhere close like he did in that Michigan game in the playoff there, or you know, the bowl game, fuck, the league will be on notice by that motherfucker because he was good. Chambus, man, I'm telling you right now, if they just put a few little pieces on there, and this kid can kick the shit out of all kind of people next year, and he can easily be the number 2, if not number 1 in the draft come next year. Like Chambus has all the skill set in the world, and I cannot emphasize is any more than it can. He put up 3,600 yards, 21 fucking passing touchdowns, 8 rushing touchdowns for 500 yards. He had the 5th best QBR in all of college, and he spotted them 4 games. You know, 3. He spotted them 3 games, and he played the 4th. So I mean, that's doing it. So you imagine if he had 3 other games, that dude probably pushes pretty close to 5,000 yards. So and he's probably upwards of 30 fucking touchdowns. So I mean,
but you say he's probably applying for an extension, so he stay at
their lawyer
this one more year.
Yeah, or the lawyers and everybody put in the papers already. They put them in on Monday, and then they were supposed to.
So say they deny that. What round do you think the Raiders could pick him up in? I mean, I'm sure you wouldn't. Sure you wouldn't be in the top 1 or 2, would he?
Nah, man. I mean, if he would have beat fucking Fernando and that fucking Natty, he would have been the number 1 quarterback. I don't see how he couldn't.
Yeah.
Where he went out right now, you know, going against.
Well, that's what I'm saying it's like 2nd, 3rd round, maybe.
I would say going out against them in this, I would say 2nd, 3rd, 100. I would say 2nd. I mean, if I'm just being honest, I mean, he's tough, man, because and listen, he could probably go in the 1st round if I'm just being honest with you, because usually you're basing them quarterbacks on like you have fucking 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 quarterbacks, right? You're basing 10 quarterbacks spread out through the draft. So yeah, you would think you'd be a 2nd, 3rd round. In this draft, there's not. That's why Ty Simpson declared in this draft, because he was thinking about returning for eligibility. But then once they found out all the people that are turning back right now, he was like, I'm declaring because I'll be a 1st round pick. So he's going to get a 1st round contract, even sucking how he did at the end of the year.
Yeah, so, I don't even want nothing to do with him.
Yeah, and if I'm just being honest, in my opinion, I think Chambus is better than fucking Ty Simpson. So
I agree. Just from the 3 games I've seen Chambus in.
Yeah, so I think like I said, he can be a 1st round pick. He can be in the 20s. He can be 1st round, right in the 2nd, just due to the fact of lack of quarterbacks right now. But
yeah,
and listen, I said it. If he beat Fernando in that deal, he's number 1. So if you're getting him at the 20th fucking pick, or you know, 1st pick, 2nd round, I mean, you got massive value. You got massive value because his team sucked. You got him, like, hoorah. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna tell you like this, okay? I'm just gonna be honest. I don't even think he makes it out of the top 10. Just thinking about it. Where's the
really?
Yeah, because where's the Rams picking with the Bengals pick? I think they're like 9 or 10, right? So, or maybe 12, somewhere in there. So if the Bengals are picking there,
I'm not sure.
I can see McVay picking Chambus and putting him behind Stafford for another year, because everybody's been talking about getting rid of Stafford easily for the last year. So his time's coming to an end, and they have that double pick on there. I think Chambus don't make it past I don't think Chambus makes it past the Rams, if I'm just being honest.
So you think within at least the top 15 picks in the 1st round, he's going to be gone?
Yeah, even where he went out right now, yeah, I'd probably say. If you can name me another quarterback better than him and Fernando in this draft, I mean, he's better than fucking Carson Beck, even though
See,
Carson Beck won.
see. Actually, I'm of the opinion. I don't, I know we got number one draft pick. I want to see what the offers are for number one draft pick.
I
I
would.
want to trade back. I want to trade back a couple spots. Maybe the Jets might be hungry enough because they're really looking at that defense. I can't remember his name. There's a defensive end that they really want bad, and they might trade up to the number one spot overall. And if not them, the Giants could trade up to number one to pick up some. But I think I would rather trade back to a couple spots and and accumulate a
Fruitcake.
shitload of picks and still have
Fruitcake or
the good
something.
possibility. If you trade with the Jets, you still have a good possibility of getting
Fruitcake.
your quarterback at the number two
Yeah.
overall pick. Because I don't think the Jets are going to get a quarterback. I think they're going to get a defensive end, and I can't remember the guy's fucking name. But
I'll tell you
anyway,
his name. I'll tell you his name. So I made a live about this too. I've said, like, I just made one this week, and I said the Raiders should the number one pick has the most value in it, and sometimes the value is worth more than the quarterback. I said
exactly.
if you go out and you have a value on the quarterback right now, and let's say that you want to trade Fernando Mendoza because that's what you're trading, and let's say that someone says I offer you 3 first-round picks, that means Fernando's only worth 3 picks. And this is how I would have to judge it. If we were in next year's draft and someone offered you for Archie Manning, is it 3 picks to get Archie Manning? Probably not. You probably want 5, 6 fucking picks. So obviously the value for the quarterback this year versus the quarterback next year has substantially less value in it. So if I was sitting here thinking, I would say our team isn't a quarterback away from winning. That's just facts. So what
That's
I
what
would
I'm
base
saying.
what I would base on is I would say, hey man, let's fucking take this pick. Let's trade it right now because you're right. You say 1 pick away to the Jets, they get Fernando and we get fucking his name's Averill Reese. And other people like frickin' what's his name? Bane fucking from Miami. But yeah,
Miami, yeah,
Bane.
or
That's Bane.
Minstrom or whatever the other guy's name is. Either
Yeah,
one of those guys.
his name's
Yeah, there's
Bane.
two of
The
them.
best DN, the best.
Bane's one. There's another one too, man. Minstrom or
Name's
something like
Arvell
that.
Reese. His name's Arvell Reese, and Reese is probably the best
Facts.
one
I
in the
want
draft.
race. That's who I actually want for this
Reese is
draft,
the
to be
best one
honest.
in the draft. There's no
Yeah,
doubt.
facts.
He could even go first overall. Reese can go first overall in the draft, even over the quarterback, because I've said it. He's another Khalil Mack, dude. Like he can play dual area. He can play linebacker, DN,
And he can cover.
yeah. And
I'm just saying. I think for a number one overall pick, you can at least get their first round this year, which would be like number two in this case, and then because they have a few picks that they acquired during the year with their trades.
I have 5 first-round picks.
You're gonna exactly. You're gonna pick up maybe possibly a second from them and a third and probably a first rounder next year for the number one spot. I mean, so you've just moved back one spot, especially if they don't really have an interest in Fernando. I mean, maybe they don't. Maybe they want to fucking trade back. Spy likes to trade back, accumulate picks, and build up the team. And now with the staff of 2 year or year and a half now, they know who they want. So the more picks, the better for them. That's what they're thinking.
Well, I've said if you go into this draft and you go with Reese and you get some picks like you're saying, and then you stockpile some for next year. So worst case scenario says, hey man, you fucking go out. So you can have 2 scenarios. If you go out and you suck, you're gonna get a top pick anyways and get a quarterback no matter what. And you got Averill Reese, which is a generational fucking dude easily. And then he's not in next year's draft, but there's fucking 20 quarterbacks. So I think, like I said, if you do bad, you have a chance to get Archie. If not, you're going to get a top quarterback no matter what. And I've even said if I would even take Chambus next year, if so, When the Chiefs took Patrick Mahomes, they were 27th. They were 27th and traded to 10th. So if we keep our draft picks and we get into next year, and let's say whatever quarterback we have this year or whatever works, because we'll have to get a bridge quarterback, or basically we'll have to hire Mac Jones or a Willis, somebody that's going to win you some games. But let's just say you go out there and you have a good season, then that means you got 2 first-round picks next year. They can spend on a cornerback, a linebacker, a receiver, whatever. You got 2 picks to do something else. But worst case scenario is you have picks to always trade back up, get your quarterback. So I think in next year's draft, you have a better draft pick at quarterback than you do this year. So I'd be 100% open to shop that pick. What do you think?
I'm glad somebody agrees with me.
Ozzy.
Oh, sorry, I was just saying you guys talk. So yeah, I agree, man. I mean, if it was up to me, like if we're talking like I was the GM or whatever, I'm taking David Webb. I'm going young. I'm trading Max. I might keep Tyree depending how the new DC feels about him or not. They can decide whether they trade him or not, whether he's part of the system or not, because he's still like 26 or some shit. So anyone that's probably over 27 years of age, I'm just going to ship them off. I don't give a shit. My age cap is probably around 26. I might consider 27 if they're a really good player or something, or I think they can be a cornerstone or something. Then I might go up to 27, but 27 is probably my age limit at this point because we're talking like pure youth movement, rebuild, whatever. Any players over 27 is probably out of here. I probably even consider getting rid of Chin. I mean, Chin's okay, but I probably even consider moving on from him just because, again, the age thing is up there. Like, I consider like full-on blown youth movement, right? And then if we're doing that, we already know we're not winning for like, say, 2 to 3 years. That's probably what we're looking at. Something similar to when Gruden came in, blew up the team in 2018, but it's going to be even bigger than that because, again, we're not keeping older players, right? So could even be year 4 is probably when you're expecting the team to hit. So the first 3 years is a rebuild. Like year 1 is like just dismantling the whole fucking shit, bringing a whole new young crew of coaches, build youth, keep some cornerstone pieces like, Brock Bowers, Ashton Genty. I'll probably consider keeping Trey Tucker because that's already your speed receiver right there. Although we still need a 1 or some description, but he's still young. He's developing. I think Tucker, if we had a decent quarterback this year, hits 1,000 yards. I think he probably gets close to 10 touchdowns with a good quarterback. So I'm keeping Tucker. But like I'm saying, we build around the young guys. And then in the draft, we build draft capital. We trade down from the number 1 pick. We go and get an Arvell Reese and whoever else, and then we go get the quarterback in year 2. Because year one is building the foundation. We're not looking to win in the first year. We're looking to build the foundation of the team. So when you're looking to build the foundation of the team, I want draft capital and cap space to do that. And even in free agency, I'm not looking for, unless we're talking like a really, really good offensive lineman, I'm not getting old fucking free agents either. The only guys that I consider over 27 in the free agent market is if you're a really good fucking tackle or a really good guard, so we can protect whoever the quarterback is of the future when we do get him in year 2. And only guys that I'm considering long term, like at least 2 to 3 year deal. Otherwise, I'm just not going to worry about. I'm just going to look for youth. I'm going to look to probably pick up another fucking tackle or whatever in the draft. But round 3 onwards. That being said, that's my vote. Like, go young, build the team up. Year 1 is building the foundation of the team. Year 2, that's when you add your quarterback and you start looking to really up. Maybe you're looking for, say, 7-8 wins in that season. Like year 1 is 5 wins, 6 wins. Year 2 is 7-8. Like there's that gradual progression and the building of the foundation of the team. Year 3 is when you can start talking about 9, 10 wins, possible playoff push. But it's more likely to be year 4 than year 3. But yeah. I just think we sucked for 20 years. It's the problem is if we keep putting duct tape and band-aids on shit, it ain't gonna fix nothing. A shitbox is a shitbox. You keep putting duct tape on the fucking oil valve or whatever, it's not gonna fix shit. We need to fucking just scrap the motherfucker and go with something new.
What Can I pose a question, Dustin? This is your show. I don't know if you have another subject you wanted to bring up right now.
Do what you want to do, man.
Go ahead. Man.
Okay, I want to pose a question, just a quick question of all in free agency. I'm because I have a player in mind that I want of all free agents that are available, possibly available this year. I have in mind of a guy that I want the Raiders to get. Do you guys have a favorite free agent that you want the Raiders to go after?
There's a couple linemen I don't mind, but
I mean, I only really just got one.
I got one.
Yeah, the only one I got is maybe this. I think there's Lindenbaum. Is anyone on Young? He's a center. Yeah.
That's mine.
Okay. Yeah, so on the same page on that then. That's only if you're keeping JPJ at guard, not center.
The only problem with that is the team he's on is going to resign him.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't say that we could get or we will get. I just said which one do you want? Which one do you want to preserve? We might be able to get him.
I want to go get Malik Willis, man, because I think when you look at him from when he came from Liberty, came into the Titans, man, and then where he's at with the Packers right now. If you're looking at a young quarterback, he's only 25 years old. I think when you're looking at, just kind of how our line is kind of broke down, we're going to still try to fix it. But even when you're trying to fix things like that, you're still going to have holes because a lot of times they don't always, work off the first one. I would just like Malik to, I think he can move around. I think he can throw. I mean, this dude got a flawless downfield record. I mean, it's got to be the best in all of the NFL. I mean, dude got a 143 QBR, dude, fucking 8 touchdowns, 0 interceptions.
What?
It's teams like fucking the Ravens and the Bears and all that. I mean, the guy is a fucking elite as fuck. And then what's he got? So he has 8 passing touchdowns and he had 3 or 5 rushing too. I mean, fucking the kid is just a little savage dude. So I would like to get him. I would like to get him. I mean, he's over in Green Bay, and I've said it. In my personal opinion, I think the best organization in developing quarterbacks is Green Bay. I've said it for a long time. I mean, Green Bay always finds a way. I don't care what coaching staff they have.
The proof is in the pudding, man. Look at their quarterbacks.
It's one of the best developed quarterback deals in the whole entire NFL. Period. And that's kind of why I'm saying like Malik going there, and then the transition that he's made already. Like the dude was a bust with the Titans. He was a bust. I mean, I laughed at that shit. I was like, this guy's a fucking joke. I mean, he was a bust. I mean, he made one good pass in the combine. People were talking this dude up. Dude, I mean, this guy was a bust. But looking at him over there against the Ravens and, fucking scoring 3 touchdowns, 1 passing, 2 rushing on them, 300 yards on them motherfuckers. I mean, this dude wasn't even fucking go out against the Bears. Fucking, he kicks shit. I mean, the guy is good. He's really good. And I think for us, if you're getting Fernando or not, this guy would be a great coach, like a great teacher, dude. I mean, and look, even if he goes out and does really, really good, there's nothing saying he can't put Fernando on the bench for a few years like they did Love. Like there's nothing saying he can just sit on the bench for a few years, and then later on you can trade off Willis to another team and get crazy draft value out of him. So I mean, I would love to go get Malik Willis, man, if I'm just being honest. I mean, I know people say like, "Oh, we don't want retread and all," but he's not.
I wouldn't be mad at that if we're only giving up a 3rd or a 4th, then I wouldn't be mad at it.
Well, I mean, we shouldn't have to give up anything because if he doesn't re-sign back with he don't have to re-sign.
Is he a free agent? Is he a free agent? I haven't checked. Is he a free agent?
He's a free agent this year.
Oh, that's cool. Then yeah, we can just sign him.
So unless they sign him now, then we would have to trade. But if they don't, it's just money up.
Well, they got the money for it, man.
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't mind spending like 25, 30 or something.
I mean, I wouldn't go. My highest would be 25, and I would like to be between 15 and 25 per year with them, at least just for the first year, so we
You
can.
can backload it
You
so
know,
we can
he's
see
gonna
how
be
he
the
goes.
he's gonna be the starter, and I would tell him I just want to make sure that and I would even tell him if you want to let us sign you at 20 this year and you go out here and fucking ball out, I'll sign you at 30, 35 next year, but we can't afford with all the shit we've had at quarterback. I think it would be stupid to go out there and just offer up hell of money to this guy.
Oh yeah, I'm saying 30 is my max. Like that's my limit. I'm not paying no 40 or some bullshit like that. Fuck that.
What
30 would be
about some kind of
max.
contract that's a little bit less than that, but is incentive laden?
Well, that's what I'm assuming. I'm saying like 25 and another 5 is incentive, or maybe even 20 with 10 million being incentive based.
Yeah, playoffs, wins, yards,
Yeah,
touchdowns.
exactly. Yeah, that kind of shit.
Yeah, because that should go. That don't hit the cap. That money doesn't hit the cap.
But you
Incentives
don't
don't
want
hit the
another
cap.
Geno Smith either, though, because the reason Geno never threw the ball on fourth down, like a lot of times you'd be like, why the fuck you hold on that ball? Why didn't he at least try to throw downfield? The reason why is because he has an incentive. If he has a 70% completion ratio with the Raiders, then he gets another bonus. So I think
That was
just
Gina though. He flips off
yeah.
Raiders fans.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I mean, I just feel like sometimes the wrong incentive could send the wrong message to the wrong people,
Well,
And
hopefully we don't.
I think if you're bringing in him, I just think you got to just be outright fucking, hey, prove it here. Let's go. Let's see what you got, man. I would just tell him I'd like to be around
What,
15.
like give him a 2-year deal with a 3-year option or something like that?
Give him a 1-year deal and tell him that I would tell him I'd like to be around 15, 20 this year, 1-year deal. And then if you ball out, I'll sign you in mid-year and I'll give you a fucking, I don't know, let's just say 3-year fucking 90 million, fucking 30 million per year. I mean, to him, that's going to be a lot of money. And we might get lucky as fucking have a really good quarterback here at 26 years old. Like the dude's been in the league for 4 years and he's only 25. And then when he got there with the Titans, he was trash. I mean, I'll tell you, he was garbage. But if we're comparing him what he looked like with the Titans, and then we're comparing him what he looks like with the Packers, oh fuck. I mean, I'll tell it to you like this, and this is my personal opinion. Malik Willis looks so good with the fucking Packers. I would damn near fucking look at what Jordan Love's injury deal, and then I would match him against Malik's fucking, passing, rushing, and his completion. I would damn near bet I would roll with Malik over Jordan Love because Jordan Love is way more injury prone. Malik Willis isn't, and he's putting up just as big of numbers, probably bigger numbers than Jordan Love. So Malik's not a slouch, man. And if we can get him on a prove it deal between that 15-20 mark, I mean, we have nothing to lose. We only have Aiden O'Connell on the fucking roster next year. Everybody else ain't being here. Gino won't be here. Pickett ain't here. Miller's not here. Aiden, the only one on contract.
The only thing that scares me about that is the fact that we talked about just a few seconds ago is the fact that how Green Bay Packers make these quarterbacks. They did it with Favre, they did it with fucking Rodgers, they do it with fucking Love. It just keeps going on and on. I mean, do we have the staff that could keep up with that to keep them at that level?
Well, I would say if you go and get David Webbs, yes. If you go get Kubiak, yes. If you have Dabo, yes. If you have, Gruden,
Nice.
yes.
I'm all up for it then.
I think if you're not just getting him, you're changing your staff for sure. He's a West Coast guy, RPO guy.
Yeah.
So if you put him with Gruden would murder it with him.
Oh shit, yeah. He loves the West Coast, yeah.
Clint, he's gonna do the same thing. You put him with David Webb. I mean, there's a lot of guys that if we pick them, either OC or head coach, they're gonna do just fine. I think so. And the main goal is to develop Fernando. So if we're just paying him 15, 20 and he does good, and we're like, you know what, fuck it, let's just give him another few years. He's only 26. Fernando on the bench for 3 years. We're getting our money either which way. You know what I mean?
I love the idea of it, man. That sounds really good to me.
Yeah,
I
because
mean, obviously we're getting Fernando on a rookie contract, so I mean we ain't paying shit for him. Oh, you know, so why not let him sit?
And let's be real, most first year quarterbacks, no matter who they are, I think Joe Burrows is the only quarterback in the last 5 years or so, because what he come in 20. So in the last 5 years, I think Burrows is the only quarterback that was picking with the first pick, first overall, and has had success. There ain't very many other people. More times than not, like in this draft, you had Jackson Dart that was first 24th pick. Then you're looking at Tyler that's over in the Saints. Like we're not just looking at the top picks that were 1, 2, 3. You know what I mean? So sometimes the first overall picks ain't the best picks. It's the dudes down the board that have better career, better longevity, and end up being better quarterbacks. So
right.
I feel like in this deal, like when we were talking about the trades or the trading down with the pick, I feel like if you can get Reese, we're gonna lose Max. Like I have a feeling like we're losing Max. I have a feeling Max out of here. I mean, why did they pull the deal? Max lied about his injury. Max said that he went in only for a meniscus cleaning. And now you got fucking the doctors from SI Sports saying like, no, man, you don't go in for a meniscus cleaning and have a fucking leg brace like that on your leg. They're like, he obviously had bigger surgery.
That's what I've been saying. Like I said on our last live, man, is that I'm kind of over this drama and the bullshit around Max. Like it is obviously like shit going on that's like, it doesn't sit well with me. So I'm at this point, I'll just fucking trade him, man. Like we don't need to go into another offseason with drama. Like we need to remove all the drama, cut out all the bullshit, and just start fresh.
I've just said this is where I stand with Max. It ain't personal and
ain't personal.
Nothing about what he's doing. It's about that. And now in 3 years, so in 3 years, he's had 7 surgeries now. And this one obviously is supposedly it's pretty big. It's a pretty big deal. And they're saying that he'll be able to heal because he has the whole off season and so on. So they're just assuming that he has the time to heal right now. And then that's what the doctors are saying is like, they're like, hey man, at least they got it done with the season early and he got the surgery done because sometimes it'll go into the next. Even the doctors are saying like he should be ready to go by the beginning, but nobody even truly knows what the injury is. So that they're just guessing off of, like what he was told and what's going on. Like there can be what if there's something that says Max ain't ready till week 6 of the season.
Excuse me.
That's yours.
I've just said that, I look at Max like a car or anything else that you make money on in your company. If you run it till the wheels fall off, man, you're getting like $2,000 trade-in. You fucking keep your truck clean. You keep the oil changes changed. You keep putting, fixing the parts that break down. You keep your truck in good shape. And you buy it for 20, you can usually sell for like 15 or 12. If you're getting something back out of it after you used it. But if you just run that motherfucker till the brakes come off, you might as well just throw it in your backyard and use it for a fucking feed truck or a fucking give it to your grandkids to just fuck around in the field. You know what I mean? Like there's no purpose with it anymore. And that's where the Max decision becomes a really big decision. Do we run Max until that truck becomes worth nothing? Or do you find a point where it's like the team's fucking broke down, we're depleted, we're going to change everything, we're going to bring a new coach, we're going to do a full-on overhaul here, what's the point in keeping him if we're not winning right now? Like, that's how you got to look at it. 3 first-round picks will fucking get you. That can get you a corner. That can get you linebacker. Get you another DN. I mean, 3 first-round picks is pretty good value to the team, which we need right now. Not one position, like 10 positions, So I've said it, as much as May love Max, sometimes we need to put the team first. And in this case, where we're at, I'm telling you, I would just full on rebuild this motherfucker from the whole deal. I mean,
that's what I was saying with Mike before. Yeah, I was saying the same thing with Mike when you went off to do something. That's pretty much where I'm at too.
Yeah, I mean, fucking Band-Aids only work for so long, dude. I mean, you have a good little core of players right here. Why do you want to fuck it up? Like, you have a good little core of players here. Like, break this bitch down and put some good fucking people around him. Like, let's put some good players. Like, I'm so glad that Spytech retained fucking Brendan Rice. Like, Brendan Rice got some talent, dude. He just need a good coach to get it out of him. And if we got rid of him, I thought, boy, that was about dumb as hell. But I did see him sign to a contract. So, future reserve contract. So he'll be here next year. And then depending on who the quarterback and listen, even if Aiden's the quarterback, we all know Aiden can play good football if he has a good, scheme. People said, like, oh, he'd run for his life, this and that. Like, Aiden played pretty good at the end of the year, not playing at all. Not a damn down all year, coming off injury, coming there. I mean, and he showed that he can run around. The only thing I would say that kind of pissed me off about him is when he fucking went down before the line when he could have easily passed the line of scrimmage. Then he fucking dropped right before it. So I'd say, he needs to get some awareness in his running for sure. But it's just things like that. That's why I would go with Malik. I would go with Malik, keep Aiden just to help talk to Fernando. Like, Aiden is a really good person, really good teammate, so he's like Hunter Renfro, bro. Like, he's just a really good dude. I don't know. What do you guys think? You have anything else you want to talk about, or?
I mean, I think you pretty much hit the nail on the head. Like, I'm all for going with the youth movement. Like, I think that's where we're at. I mean, we've been sucking for over 20 years. We've had, like, 2 playoffs in that time, 2016 and 2021. Like, and we haven't won either of them. Like, we haven't really done much of anything in, like, over 20 years. It's time to rebuild the whole foundation. And then recent years, like, last 5 years, we haven't done shit either. So, outside 21. So, it's just time to move forward, man. Like, we have to do what Gruden did. But even more than that, like, Gruden kept Carr, he kept some veteran players, but we haven't even go like one step further and just remove all players of our aging roster at the top end, and then rebuild with youth.
When Gruden came in 2018 and Khalil Mack didn't sign the contract and they traded him, they got rid of that whole defense.
That's what I'm saying.
That whole motherfucker down. He wiped it all. He didn't just get rid of one. He got rid of them all.
And yeah, like, that's what I'm
saying. He did that offensively, and then he tried to go out and get Antonio Brown and what's that dude's name?
It's Tyrell Williams.
Tyrell Williams from the Chargers.
Yeah. At least he worked.
Tyrell Williams did good until he got injured. Yeah. He was actually on pace to have a damn good year. I think he was at 100 yards, 1 touchdown per game.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
700 yards, 7 touchdowns. Like, that dude was doing pretty good. But I mean, that's why I keep on in my mind. Like, in my mind, dude, I feel like we need a 1998 all over again. That's why I'm all about hiring fucking David Webb, man. If you're too scared to fucking make risk change like that, you're just never going to find that next elite coach. It's just not. And if you miss on him, who gives a fuck? At least you had the balls to fucking try, because, like I said, you just don't know if you go out there and take a risk on this kid and he pops off like Sean McVay, then what?
Did somebody very famous in hockey, I think his name was Wayne Gretzky, say, "You'll never make a shot you don't take."
Damn right. It's 100% facts. And if you ain't willing to take it, dude, when we're at our lowest, I mean, when are you willing to take it then?
Right. What do we got to lose? I mean, think about it.
Yeah.
Oh, 1-16,
So
0-17.
let's say that you go get
Doesn't
David
matter.
Webb. Let's say you get David Webb, you fucking Davis Webb, and you fucking suck next year, and you end up with the first overall pick, and you get Archie fucking Manning, and then fucking you ship that motherfucker for a better coach. Like, like it ain't like you don't have options. And the money you're gonna pay him, I don't think you're bringing him out and being like, yeah, let me pay you 10 million a year. Maybe you might give him 10 million a year, but the most I'd only sign him for is 5 years, so 50 million. And again, I've said this, who gives a fuck? Mark Davis, if he's paying, these people that are going around on Instagram posting that, oh, the Raiders are paying coaches 50 million. Who fucking cares? Like, I'm not understanding why someone's worried about 50 million to fucking Mark Davis when he has 8 billion. That's like $50. You think he gives a fuck? No, that's like $5,000. Okay. Like, it's nothing to him. 50 million to him on fucking 8 billion. I mean, that's chump change. Like fucking, and that's the things I'm not understanding. Like, people, dude, when Gruden got done with his contract, they fucking went to court and worked it out. They had to pay that out. So Gruden ain't on that fucking deal. Gruden's not on getting paid. He got paid off the lawyer or out of the court when the deal was done, when they settled. So that ain't on the league no more, like on the Raiders. I think the only guy even on there is the only guy on there is, well, there's a few. It would be Josh McDaniels would be on there because I think he had a 6-year contract. I think AP had a 2-year, so this is probably his last year. He might add a 3rd year, so maybe next year. But at 8 million, 24 million, who gives a fucking 24 million over 3 years? Mark probably just paid this shit out. Like, then you're looking at fucking so even if you don't, let's just say he's on there, he pays him 8 million a year. That's fucking getting chump change. So you have Josh, AP, and Pete. Pete's 15 million or 16 million, so he's one of the higher ones. But even then, that's nothing to fucking Mark. It's nothing to Mark. So if you have Josh at 10, Pete at 15, 16, 26, AP at what is it, 8, so 32, 34, 34 million on those guys. Who cares? Like, that's the whole thing I'm not understanding. Like, who gives a fuck? Just look at it like this. Let's just look at it like this. If Mark paid them 100 million, he can do that 10 times before he spent 1 billion. So I'm pretty sure he's not worried about 34 fucking million or 50 million. He can do that 20 fucking times. You know what I mean? So
He'll make that back in the next 6 months.
fuck, he'll make that back just in the first game of ticket sales, probably. Fucking, you know what I mean? Like, fucking, he ain't fucking chump change them. Coaching contracts are irrelevant. Those come from, the owner pays those out of their own pocket.
Yep.
They have nothing to do with the cap. They have nothing to do with what's on the team, so that's why I'm just saying, like, I think you got to go with this kid, man. And like, when you go with the big name, you're going to spend fucking, let's just say you spend 80 million, right? Why not go with a younger coach, pay the whole entire staff a little bit more money? So like when Ronald Curry would work in this staff really well and help develop Fernando or even Archie if we got him next year. The things I'm not understanding is like they're only getting paid like 1 mil over where they're at. We can go in there and be like, we'll give you 2 million. 2 million per year. Come on. that 1 million to 2 million, that's a lot of money for a guy like him.
Oh, state tax free too. No state
Right.
taxes.
So you'd think that they're going to be like, fuck it, let's go. So I think, like you said, it's like when you have a little bit of extra money that you can start offering those positions a little bit more money. That's how you get those elite rosters, man. I mean, I've said it. I just feel like Mark has a vendetta against his dad, bro. Like, I swear this guy's convinced himself that he said, I will make as much money as physically possible on this organization in my dad's name.
And
But
just run into the ground.
I just will not let them fucking win. I just will not let them fucking win. I'm fucking convinced, man. I mean,
I hope to God that ain't the truth, man. But it's starting to, yeah.
I mean, I
You
know
can't
there ain't
you
no.
can't argue with a theory like that.
I ain't gonna sit and say that it's got truth, but fuck, what else is it? Like how the
Well,
fuck is
it's
that $8 billion?
it was just another way to look at something, you know. I mean, you can't argue with it. I mean,
You got $8
we don't.
billion and you can't even fucking get a winning season.
Well, like you said earlier, it was like one of two options: either he's too stupid to know what the
Yeah,
to do, or it reminds me of that scene in Casino where that guy keeps winning this money on this slot machine. And the guy's either you're too stupid to run this pit, or you're in on it. You know.
yeah, it's facts. I just feel like when you have certain things, man, sometimes they just don't add up. And that's like tomorrow, man. I'll talk about like where I think what I like
Well, I
tomorrow's
can't wait for that, man. I can't wait for that.
tomorrow's conversation for me is more like tomorrow's conversation more for me is more like it's like a must do. It's almost like a must fucking do for me. Like I would be 100% content if we can do what I think tomorrow, like conversation for tomorrow. I think if we can pull this off and convince everybody of it. I mean, look, at the end of the day, it's not about one individual's success. It's about the organization's success. It's about knowing that when people leave, once we turn this thing around, it's about when people leave that you can replace those people with better people or equal people to keep that going along. It's like I've said about McVay when people keep bringing up Chris Shula. I've said it. How many people have left the Rams fucking defensive coordinator? How many? Fuck, 4, 5, 6?
Hmm.
How many left in New England? Fucking 10, 11, 12? Like fucking, there's a reason that system. That's a Sean McVay system, just like a Harbaugh system. They do the same shit. Sean McVay builds that defense. That's his defense while he runs his offense. It's a plug and play defense. Anybody can come in there and be successful in it because McVay and them built that shit that way. That's how those organizations work. When that guy leaves, and go somewhere else, they usually fail. They don't have the same success, dude. It has no transpire. What do they say? The coach travels, but the system stays. Like that's how that saying goes. Coach travels, system stays. Like it doesn't transpire nowhere anywhere they go. And that's why, as much as I hate to be a dick about it earlier, it's like I've said, Brandon Staley's one of the biggest laughing jokes out of there, and he's the McVay guy. And if we're sitting here saying successful people, like I said earlier, Morris just been fired after what, 2 years, 3 years? You've been 3-year coach fired already. D'Amico Ryan's the only guy that's successful off of the Kyle Shanahan 3 playoffs, 3 fucking 3 playoffs in 3 years. He's the only guy over there, and developing a guy like CJ Stroud. And then when you look at on the that's a Shanahan guy. So then when you look on the McVay guy, you're looking at Kevin O'Connell. There's nobody else out there. And like I said, there is Zach Robinson. Okay, he's good at OC, but he just struggles hardcore, in the past things of those deals. Like he's good OC, he just struggles. But like I said, I would just say like So when we're looking at those type of trees and stuff, and we're looking through these hirings, I mean, you guys are telling me you would hire Matt Nagy? Like, you're telling me you would hire fucking Vance Joseph? Like, I'm not fucking taking any of them. I'm taking, listen, if those are my options, I'm taking Chris Webb or Davis Webb 1,000 out of 1,000 times. I'm not fucking hiring either one of them guys. So the more I keep saying about the Clint, I'm a realist, man. I don't lie to myself. I mean, math is math, numbers are numbers. Fucking Clint has no connection to nobody here. There's no connection to any fucking not Tom, not fucking Spy Tech, nobody. And there's better options out there. Why is he coming here? You know what I mean? And he already has the interviews. And somebody out there is most definitely going to want him for Jackson Dart, fucking Cam Ward, fucking Lamar, you know, freaking Penix. Like, they're going to want him over there. So I just would say, I don't think we have the value. Like, unless we were saying, like, oh, you're the greatest coach we've seen, we'll give you $20 million a year. Money, I've always said, will buy money, buy damn near anybody. But I don't think it's smart to give Clint 20 million and then he fucking can't do it here. Like, that's stupid as fuck. Then we're really fucking, then Mark's really stupid and he's got a fucking $100 million contract just right away. Like, dumb. But I don't know. Like I said, we can talk about tomorrow. Like I said, I think the youth is the best option for where our team is right now. Like, I think it's fuck all these older coaches, fuck all these dudes. Like, if you're 40, 44, 45, I mean, I'm good on that. I'll use you. Like, I have no problem with that. But like, if they're 50, 60s, no, hell no, fuck them. We don't need that. You get a guy at 30, in 30 years, he's only 60 years old.
That's facts. And the way I see it is that, like, we've been losing, like I said, we've been losing over 20 years. What's wrong with rebuilding the team the right way? Yeah, we might lose for like 2 more years and then we may become like over 500. But I'd rather rebuild for 2 fucking years, build up the team, build up the foundation, get young coaches in, young players in, young talent in. And then in 3 years, it hits in year 3. Like, that's when it starts to hit, like, 9 wins or whatever, 10 wins. Then we start to talk playoffs and shit like that.
Yeah. The only problem I have with it is like who's running this total turnover, this total breakdown, this total remodel, this total rebuild.
And whoever.
It's the front office.
If they get if they get somebody like Webb, because I didn't even know who the fuck Webb was until Dustin brought him up. So,
well, Spytech would be drafting the talent. It's just Webb's and their job to coach him up. Like,
so you got to look at it like this: front office is built to a front office.
Well, I know how it's supposed to go, but I just don't know how it goes with the Raiders.
That's what they're going to do right now. I mean, they've literally made that public. That's why they're going to pick up 2 more dudes this year for that front office. And that's the biggest reason that they split with Pete. They're most definitely running off the front office going forward. So the front office will do contracts, players, drafting players, everything of that, and the coaches will coach the team. And that's how it should be. That's how you have success.
Well, that is a proper chain of command.
Look, I'll be honest with you, dude. Like, I don't care if we get Davis Webb and it takes us 10 fucking years. I don't care if it takes 10 years. He'll only be 40 years old, and he'll probably be and if he started winning,
but I'll be in like my 70s, man. Come on.
I'm just saying. I think for me, it's not going to happen if I'm just being honest. Like, I have high hopes for this dude, and again, I'll talk about it tomorrow. But I think like my main goal is like with this kid, you can set the Raiders up for a long time. It's not something like you have your Harbaugh of the NFL. You know what I mean? Like, you have your Andy Reid of the NFL. You have your guy, and that's something the Raiders haven't had in. Can you name it? Can you name the last time we've had
John Gruden?
I agree. We just need to rip off the band-aids and start over.
Yeah, young John Gruden. I'm talking about.
No, I'm saying Where's our Belichick? Where's our Tomlin? Where's our
Oh, yeah,
20
fuck that.
year
We never had
fucking
that.
coach? You know,
Probably
like
Al
where's our
Davis and John
20-year
Madden. Like,
coach
I don't know.
that fucking was able to come in here and take this team for 18 years? You know, like
Maybe it's Davis Webb.
Yeah, I mean, I'm believe me, I'm fucking.
Who's to say it's not?
That's
Exactly.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree with
that. Tomorrow we'll talk about it, and it's already 12, and I don't really have much more to say. But if you guys have something else to talk about, we can. But
No,
I do. I do. I do.
Floor is yours, my friend.
I was thinking, what say we do our own little prediction of the weekend NFL playoff schedule? You know, our picks for the games. And if you guys want to do it, if you're not bored with that idea, I'll write them down and we can compare it on Tuesday.
All right, what is it that we're gonna do?
I was asking if this is something. This is your show, so I'm asking if it's something that you'd be cool with doing. Is doing a rundown of the schedule. I'll pull up my iPad, get the games up, and I'll write down what each the three of us say who's going to win which games, and we'll compare it on Tuesday or Wednesday whenever we meet again.
Yeah,
and see who wins the thing. You guys want to do something like that?
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm in pick'em leagues. Let's go. I'm leading my pick'em league right now, and I'm down.
Can you pull it up on your thing faster than I can? But I'll write down what we each say for each game.
I'll do it. Yeah, I'll read it out to you. You can write it down.
Okay, hold on. Let me get my notepad. I'll write. I'll keep track.
Yeah, something fun to do. Yeah, because it starts this Sunday. I almost forgot about this Sunday because I've been so focused on the college games. I forgot the playoffs. It's this Sunday. What's that day for you guys, I think?
Yeah, and anybody in the chat, you guys throw your thoughts out there too on the picks. Okay, let me set this up. Okay, so we got Dustin, Aussie, and Mike. Okay. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, the first game is Panthers versus Rams. I got Rams.
Let's see. Versus LA. Who said that? Is that you, Aussie?
Yeah, I got the Rams.
Okay, I got LA too on that one.
I take it Dustin's probably got the Rams as well.
I don't know, man. I actually have the Panthers in this
Really?
game.
Oh, nice. Oh, there's a spoiler right there, man. Okay.
I mean, it could be an upset. You never know.
Oh,
Dude,
I'm not saying they can't do it. And LA's been fucking kind of lagging lately, so I mean,
the way the Panthers have played all year, they've
right.
been those
Yeah,
guys
lost one. Yeah,
they've been the guys that have spoiled.
That.
Yeah,
I mean, that's a good. I mean, if you're gonna pick an upset, that's a good upset to pick.
Sure.
Yeah, and I want to say that they've already beat them. If I recall, I think they played once already in the season, and I think they beat them. I can be wrong, man. I could, but
yeah, I'm not sure.
Panthers. I know the Panthers played good teams this year and beat them like straight up.
Yeah,
that's true.
And I know
no doubt.
they're showing they're showing them in the fourth. They're in the fourth bracket, but
there's no injuries. I haven't checked the injuries yet, so there's no injuries in the Rams so far, right?
Well, Devontae's coming back off a hamstring. They've been losing games. I mean, there's a lot going on over there with them. So, I mean, like I said, I think like he just said, if there's an upset game, I think it's this one right here.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
I think I'll stay with the Rams.
Okay,
Sunday
everybody's staying with
yeah.
everybody's staying with their bets. I'm staying with the Rams too. Dustin had a good case, man. Maybe
It does
start
sound
thinking
good.
about it. But
Yeah,
no, I'm
true.
gonna stay with the Rams. I'm staying with the Rams.
So the next one is the Bears Packers. I got. Oh, that was tough. I was about to say Packers, but that was tough.
Bears.
Yeah, I might have to go the Bears this time around because they've been looking good this year. Normally I would have gone Packers, but this year it might be different.
Okay, I got to catch up. I'm writing down. Dustin, what'd you say?
I want the Bears.
Okay. And you said Packers. Green. You said Packers.
No.
Packers, Bears.
No, I'm saying Packers and Bears is the teams, and then I said Bears as well.
Shit. You know what?
Just because I think that Bears seems
Where's the game at? Where's the game at?
Shit. I
can tell you, it is
Soldier Field.
Fuck. You know what? This is going to be my upset pick. I'm going to go Green Bay. That's going to fuck me up.
Yeah,
go ahead.
The Bears, yeah.
And then the next one is Jags and Bills. I'll probably go the Bills.
Nah, the next one was Eagles Niners.
Okay, I'm just looking at my phone here. I'm going the order.
Yeah.
I'm going in the order of my phone.
NFC.
Philadelphia.
You just went NFC, AFC. Okay. It needs to be the Eagles Niners.
Okay, Eagles Niners. I'd probably go the Eagles. Eagles seem to play different once they hit the playoffs.
Shit. But you know, I'm gonna pick San Francisco, and I hate doing this because I fucking hate the Niners. But I'm gonna pick San Francisco. Dustin,
I'm going Eagles.
Eagles. And I'm either gonna win. I'm either gonna win big or I'm gonna lose bad.
That's how you got to. That's how you gamble, dude.
Yeah, true. That's how you go to gambling. But yeah, so the next one, AFC, then is Bills, Jags. I'll probably go Bills.
I'm going Jacksonville.
Interesting.
Bills.
I can definitely see it being a possibility. But they've been playing.
Jags. Let's see. Bills, Jags.
First on the Bills to be in the wild card for a while.
Who's home on this game?
Who's at home?
Yeah.
I think it's it's
at Everbank Stadium.
It's at Jacksonville.
Yeah, Jacksonville.
Because I kind of picked the Bills to make it to the Super Bowl, so I'm gonna stick with my Bills, I guess.
And then the next one is Patriots Chargers. I'm taking the Patriots.
Yeah, no doubt.
I feel like if you look at it, the two best quarterbacks this year was like fucking Matthew Stafford and Drake May. So I'm gonna take the Patriots. The way that team's coming along on the Vrabel's pretty good fucking team right now. Hate saying that, but I hate picking the Patriots, but I gotta be honest.
I already picked them too.
And then the last one is...
Wait, Dustin didn't say.
Oh yeah, my bad. Dustin didn't say it.
What is it?
Patriots and Chargers.
Oh, I'm taking the Patriots all day.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That team's looking nice this year with Drake Mason looking really good.
That's the first one, I think. Let me look. That is the first one we all three agreed on.
Sounds about right. Of course, that'd be the fucking Patriots, but hey. The last one is Steelers and Texans, and I'll take the Texans.
Yeah, me too.
I have the Texans in my bracket.
No worries. So we'll go to last two.
Texans, Jags, Patriots, Panthers, Eagles, Bears.
Yeah, the last two we all agreed on, which is Patriots and Texans.
Yep.
What's funny is I have a Patriots Bears Super Bowl. Patriots winning.
That would be interesting. I'm not gonna lie. Because Drake May going against Calvin Williams and shit, that would be an interesting story. Man.
Well, that was kind of fun.
Yeah, it was good fun.
So,
Good idea, bro.
so the next show you have after Monday, we'll have to, or if it's Monday night after the Monday night game, we'll have to all three be there, so we can go over our.
I don't think it'll be a problem for me.
And I got the paper, so I won't change it on my votes. I promise.
Plus, I have mine right here, my bracket.
Damn it!
I already have my bracket. And not only that, I got it, like I said, all the way to the Super Bowl.
Nice.
So my deals are already. I mean, I've like I said, I've liked the Panthers, man. I mean,
Yeah, they've been a good team this year.
Bryce isn't the smartest guy, but fucking like I said, Euro's a really good defensive coordinator, man. And they only got in there by luck because the way that deal went down was I think if the Saints won, it was the Bucks were in, and because the Falcons won, they got in. And
yeah,
I think they lost when they could have won that game. The only reason I'm picking them to beat the Rams is because the Rams have been hit and miss. From the games I've watched here at the end of the season, they were losing games left and right. And then I get it.
I feel like there's going to be a bounce back.
Devontae's coming off an injury. When Devontae was with us, you remember when he came off the injury and got hurt right again? So there's a part of me that's gambling on the fact that he may get hurt again in this game. And I just feel like for some reason, if there's a team to beat these Rams just off the get-go, because a lot of people have the Rams pegged for the Super Bowl. So I'm not gonna say, like, they say they're one of the better teams put together for sure. I just think, man, fucking Panthers, they can just spoil that shit right away.
Yeah, it's definitely a possibility. You had me thinking about it. But I just feel like I've got to go with the Rams, though.
Everybody's gonna go with the Rams, man.
Yeah.
Logic says go with
exactly. I'm too much of an analytical.
Logic says fucking Rams are for sure thing. That's exactly what they say.
Yeah, it's just the way my brain works. I always have to go with what's the most logical choice.
I think the Bears, though, man, have a good chance for the Super Bowl this year for sure.
I can definitely see it as a possibility the way that team's coming along.
I mean, their team's come around good. They got offense, defense, they got all of it, and
it's well balanced. Yeah, I think teams that win Super Bowls have to be balanced. I mean, even the Patriots teams with Tom Brady, they're always balanced. Like they had Gronk and Edelman and whatever, but then they always had that good defense as well.
Sam Darnold don't win big game moments, dude, and Philadelphia has been another one of them teams that are hit and miss in certain games. So don't get me wrong. I think that Eagles-Bears game, if it makes it, it'll be a damn good game. I just don't know about the Niners. I mean, the Niners played, what was it, the Rams for the 5th seed. And they just fucking sucked. Even though it was like a 13-3 game, but it's still, that game was trash as hell.
Sticking with my picks. I'm starting to have some doubt. I think I'm going
to. Next year we have pick'em leagues and fantasy. I don't know if you do any of those, Mike, or not.
No, I don't. I don't usually bet on football because I don't bet on anything that might involve the Raiders, like fantasy leagues and stuff like that.
We don't bet. We just.
But not even bet. Just doing that. I just don't like throwing the bite. I'm not superstitious about shit except my Raiders, and I'm very superstitious about them. So,
yeah, we play fantasy
So
and
that's why I could do something like this because Raiders aren't involved, so it'd be fun to do.
yep.
Or I'll like do those things, like at work they have those things, for the Super Bowl that you pick buy a few squares,
Hell yeah.
for each quarter, one
Yep.
of those type of things. I'll do those type of things. But yeah, if
Hell
I'm gonna
yeah.
bet, I'm gonna go to the casino and play 21. That's why I like blackjack.
See,
That's
I'm
my
the same
gambling
way,
game.
man. I'm the same way. I like to go. I don't like playing slots.
No,
I like playing Texas Hold'em. I'm really good
uh,
at Texas Hold'em cards. I mean, I'm damn good at it. And 21, I'm good at too, man. I just feel like sometimes those decks are rigged, dude. Like they're hella rigged, man. You'll pull 20. I bet
yeah,
you'll pull 21 on fucking 2-3. Like
yeah, yeah, exactly. Take like
no,
5 cards to get 21. Like,
yeah,
you fucking
fucking dude.
kidding
I've
me?
watched some of them. Dude, I've watched some of them dealers pop off 7, 8 fucking cards before, like, and I'm like, yeah, bullshit. Like I fucking absolute dude. When I was in Winnemucca, I won a lot of money in Winnemucca when we were rodeoing. I fucking went
I've
to
actually
Winnemucca.
been to Winnemucca before, believe it or not.
Yeah, I used to rodeo up there at the livestock event center right there, and
Uh,
we used to go to the Winnemucca casino and stuff right there. And
uh,
I mean, we would get so shit faced and be gambling on that motherfucker all night long. And I mean, I won a lot of money on that table, like 15,000. I
yeah.
mean, I won a lot of
Just
money on those.
just to let you all viewers know, Winnemucca is like about 1,000 miles from anywhere. It's
It
it's like
is.
it's
It's all about
beyond being out in
road.
the middle of the desert, man.
Yeah,
You pass civilization, you drive for about 5 hours, and there's Winnemucca.
it is.
Sounds like some of the places here in Australia, Red. When you go to the outback, it's
You
like
know, when,
come to you come to
Yeah,
like truck stop towns where there's fucking like just
that's what
bushes.
it
yeah,
was. Yeah, and
Yeah,
it's got a
it's the
casino. It's
only.
got its own
yeah,
little city
Yeah,
right there. But
yeah.
back when I went there, back when I was younger, they didn't have a lot. They were building a lot of shit in that place, and then
mm,
fucking now it's got quite a bit of shit
yeah,
in there. Frickin'.
I'm pretty
But we
sure
used
they
to
have a
travel to
beer.
places like that all over the place. I mean, I used to go to
yeah.
fucking Modesto, dude. These little fucking events there,
Oh shit,
Turlock.
that's another
Um,
shithole. Yeah,
yeah, Modesto, Turlock, Series, fucking.
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
Bakersfield,
Hollister. I mean, I've been
Lodi.
through. Yep, Fireball everywhere. I mean, I've
I
traveled
live in
all over the place.
Sacramento, so yeah. But
How
yeah,
do you?
I
when I
live in
worked for a
Lockwood.
moving companies, when I
Yeah,
moved to work for a moving company, we had to take a couple loads of furniture up to Winnemucca. It's like Jesus Christ, the drive
Do
was
they have a
insane.
beer? Do they have their own beer? Because I'm pretty sure we have. There's a beer here, like an import.
Winnemucca?
Yeah, I don't know if it's that name or a different name.
I don't know if it's got a
I
beer
have
I know
name.
it's an
no
American beer.
clue.
It has like a picture of like a fishing guy in front of it or something. I don't know if it's the same town or not. It could be a different name.
I have no clue.
This sounds like a similar name.
I've just been there a couple times. Yeah, it's just like I know
Okay.
nothing about. All I know is it's like a million miles everywhere, and
Because I've seen it here as like an import beer from America, so I don't know if it's from there or maybe it's a different place I'm thinking of.
it says Winnemucca.
I'm pretty.
Can't be
It's
that.
something like that. It starts with a W. It sounds like that's the name. I don't know if it is though.
Can't be that many Winnemuccas.
Yeah. Because I don't know if it's Winnemucca or
I
there's
don't know. I
something
don't
else.
know how they're growing hops and shit out there. No, you never know.
It's crazy. I got too short like in my shit. I had John Gruden follow me. Fucking, I've had fucking Cypress Hill and them. Like it's crazy as hell. I mean, these dudes be
What?
fucking yeah,
Cypress Hill.
yeah. We got all kind of people. Fucking, I mean, I've got all kinds of people on that shit now. It's crazy as fuck.
I love that music, man. I love their music.
Yeah, I woke up the other day.
Yeah,
I was looking at my deal. It said that Barstool Gruden fucking started following me, and then fucking I think the following day it was Too Short and fucking that other little rapper I grew up with. Oh, why am I spacing his name right now? I took a picture and put it in the deal in the chat, but I just think it's crazy as hell. Like, on my old page, I used to like just argue with people on it all the time because like some of the people I hung out with, they gravitated a bad group of these motherfuckers out here. And they don't like me, but I don't care. I'm a pretty easygoing dude, but I'm a shit talking motherfucker when it comes to talking shit, So I'm like, I've always said, like, in my old page when I had this, I was always arguing back forth motherfuckers. And I swore, I told myself, man, when I start this page, I blocked all kinds of motherfuckers. I was like, I'm not even gonna play that game, dude. I'm like, I don't even know these dudes. Fuck, these guys are in their feelings over a post. Like, I can give a fuck, And I blocked them on here. You think about this. This is crazy. In 3.5 years, well, not 3. It was 3 years. I reached 15.6K following. Right. I started this page in June, and I'm at fucking 14.9K. And I got fucking 10 million views just in this month. Like, I think it's crazy when you block out all the noise, just how fast everything else will fucking take off. You know what I mean? I think what I've noticed over like Raider Nation, social medias and platforms, I think a lot of these guys are brainwashed. I think they get so parroting, like they parrot a lot of the same shit everybody else says. Like, I've always said it's not coincidence that when people go live on their YouTube channels, and there's 10 different YouTube channels, they all have the same fucking heading. All 10 of these motherfuckers have the same heading. Is that just fucking coincidence, or how the hell is that possible? Like, there's no uniqueness to it. There's no going in there and having your own conversations about unpopular talk that needs to be talked about. Like, there's a lot of things, like I said earlier, about the Klimt deal. When someone throws you out a Pepsi, you're going to drink it. Like, it's just what it is. But if somebody threw you out, let's just say, like, I don't know, some of you guys might like it, but I don't. And I'm just using it for an example, is like sparkling water, like flavoring sparkling water. I absolutely fucking stand it. And but it's supposed to be a better drink for you, things of those factors.
Yeah, I can't drink fine. I drink my water flat, man.
And that's
my wife loves that shit, man.
Yeah,
I swear to God.
That's what I was just gonna say. My woman,
yeah, it must be a woman thing, because my woman loves it too, man.
The minute I take a drink of it puts.
Try this one. It tastes like the other one, man.
Yeah,
it's not the flavor; it's the fucking seltzer, man.
It is. That shit goes down back of my neck, dude. In the second, I'm like, nope, this shit ain't happening.
Makes me want to gag and shit.
Yep. I absolutely.
It reminds me of freaking soda water.
Yeah, it's fucking bad.
Champagne's the same thing with me. Champagne fucking kills me. I can't.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm the same way. I just can't.
I could take a tiny sip, for a special occasion or something. New Year's Eve.
Yeah. I'm like a trip. I like rum.
And
I like whiskey and beer.
Yeah, whiskey, beer.
I'm whiskey all the way. When I was young, I used to do whiskey, beer, but I fucking hate pissing a lot, dude. Like, if I'm just be honest, like, I absolutely hate getting up all the time and pissing, dude. Like, so I'm strictly whiskey guy, dude. Like, Crown Royal, I fucking love. I'll drink the fuck out of Crown Royal.
I love my Irish whiskey. Jameson's. That's mine.
I'll drink that shit too in a heartbeat, dude. I mean, I'll tell you, like,
I'll take some Crown Royal. Hell yeah.
I'll take
or a nice Scotch or a nice bourbon. Fuck yeah.
I'll take most brown spirits. I'll drink it.
I'll take anything
Say what?
Most brown spirits. I'll drink it.
Yes, exactly.
I'll take anything that says fucking proof on it. And liquor.
I've had like white rum and shit.
I'll at least try it. I can tell you that. I'll at least try it. But no, I quit drinking a long time ago, man. I used to fight too much, and I'd go to jail on every weekend, man. Like, it wasn't no good, man. So I have my kids, everything, and I don't drink no more. I just smoke bud and do things like I don't do nothing. I don't go party. I don't go
Congratulations,
out.
man. That's a hell of a thing to do, man. You did it
Yeah,
for your kids. You did it for your kids.
yeah. I'd rather
That's
my
that's
kids
fucking
go.
awesome.
Yeah, I don't need my kids to fucking see me come home and be fucking can't walk or crawl across
Right.
the room or
Where's
something.
Daddy? Oh, he's in jail.
Yep, exactly. Like, and that would happen there. That would happen all the time. So,
Yeah.
and it
As they
happened
get
in my
older too.
dude in my 25s and 30s. I don't know what the fuck happened in there. I was able to drink, party, everything through my teens, like no tomorrow. When I got in my
Yeah.
early 20s, like I started changing in my early 20s, dude. Like, I don't know what happened, dude, but shit in my mind when I drank, dude, I always thought people were like, if I was in a big party, because we partied a lot, dude. So I would always be in big groups and I would be looking at my friends and somebody would be like over in the corner and they're just talking to them because there's hella people, you know? And fucking, I'd be thinking like this motherfucker's trying to beat up my buddy, dude, and fucking get up and be like, "What's up, bitch? Fucking trying to fuck with my dude." I mean, I just
Yeah.
love to
You're
fight.
starting to get what paranoid.
Yeah, I love to fight, and it was easy to fucking when you just yeah. I mean, it is a stage of paranoia because you're thinking that
Absolutely. Yeah. You think everybody's like fucking yeah.
yeah. So I mean, I enjoyed it, so I won't even lie, but I felt like I said, I mean, I did a lot of things when I was younger that I think that's life. You know, you're going to do things, you're going to know sometimes that they ain't, right or wrong. But I think when the moment that you're called on to do something that matters, I mean, I've always said that's what makes a human being is what can you change for? Like what are you
Hmm.
willing to change for? And if you can't commit to, I mean, I chewed, I drink, I never did hardcore drugs ever in my life. Like I may have did coke like maybe twice. I've done shrooms, maybe a few times.
I,
Um,
I
you
made
know,
I made I made a alcoholic beverage out of shrooms. I
yeah, I
call
mean,
them Magic Marys.
dude, when I was 20 and going to the Raider games all the time, I mean, we were fucking doing all kind of shit. So, but I never did hardcore. I never did meth. I never did fucking like crack. I never did no shit like that, dude. Like, I just strictly stayed to smoking weed and frickin' like I said, I tried coke a few times just because a lot of people were rich as fuck, and that's the only drug they really did with that. I was hanging out and then the shrooms, like I started hanging out with these skaters, shit. They were all doing
Mhm.
shrooms, and
Shrooms are cool, man. It's like
yeah, I
weed
mean,
on fucking. It's like
I
weed on steroids, man.
I ain't gonna lie to you, dude. I have tripped my ass off on shrooms so bad, dude. Where hey, I'm gonna tell you, I was tripping so bad one night in this house, like my sister's house, dude, that we were renting when we were rodeoing. It had this fucking red carpet, dude, that looked like a fucking wave, and it just looked like a whole time. And I'm sitting in this recliner, bro. I'm sitting in this recliner in the middle of this motherfucker next to a fireplace and watching TV. And it's this big old ass TV, dude. And I swear, I think we were watching Willy Wonka, if I remember right. We were watching
Oh,
Willy
that's a perfect movie, man.
and they were sitting on the couch, okay, and I had my one of my best friends Lyle and fucking my sister Randy, like we had a bunch of our friends, dude, everybody was in there, and I'm like sitting in this fucking recliner and I'm just tripping the fuck out. I am looking at the fucking ground and I'm like, this bitch is moving, like it was moving, and I would turn back there and tell him, hey, look at the fucking carpet, bro. They're like, quit looking at the fucking carpet, man. I'm not looking at. I'm
That's what
just.
everyone I guess streams that has that
Oh, dude,
fucking
I
thing
had
in the
I had
carpet.
everybody in that room tripping so fucking hard they wouldn't even look at the carpet, bro. Like they were fucking like, fuck that. And don't get me wrong,
Dude,
what fucked us up is we took these shrooms, and I swear, bro, we all took like an 8 just starting out. Like we just all took an 8. And we were all going to take a quarter, and then we had enough to take a half if we wanted to for everybody. And so we started with an 8, we're like fucking the house. We're all fucking around and we're all doing shit, dude. We're like fucking out in the fields, roping fucking cows and little calves running off. I mean, we were all fucking around, and like hour goes by. We're like, man, that shit ain't fuck kick in. So we go back. Man, we fucking eat the fuck out of these motherfuckers. I mean, we all just started fucking eating the shit because we thought
Dude, you gotta wait a couple hours, man.
oh, dude, we thought that shit was no good. And I mean, hey, there was this kid, C.R. Wilkins, dude. He was rodeoing too with us, and then this kid Tristan fucking Luther. They were all in this fucking. We had another house on the other property, dude. We were frying so bad. We got this bright ass idea that we were gonna go over and fucking. We were gonna go over and scare this fool, fucking, and. So we're like out there on the road, and I'm telling you, like the house was just like fuck a few 100 feet away, and we're like fucking army crawling out there. It fucking felt like for 6 hours. I swear, dude. Like we were fucking on for like 6 hours. We're fucking on the side of the road. Fucking car pulls up. They're like, "What are you guys doing?" Fucking there. We were like, "How the fuck these guys see us, dude?" Like we were fucking going. They were like, "You guys are fucking tripping, bro." So I don't know how the hell we did it, but we got over to the house. The dude was sitting in recliner next to the window. We were somehow able to fucking sneak up on the back of that thing without him even knowing. We scared the shit out of this guy. I mean, we scared him so bad that fool said he wasn't even gonna rent the fucking place, and like he never wanted to be home again by himself, dude. And like he hated us forever. Like I'm dead serious. This guy was so mad, dude. Like. And he was so pissed. We started tapping on the back window and shit. And then I remember now how we did it. He had this recliner in the house. I swear memories are crazy as hell because this was long time ago. But he fucking had a recliner in the house, and we went on the back of him on the window. And like we're trying not to laugh so hard, dude, because fucking so the lights busting off from the side of the porch. We're fucking shrooming hardcore. I know this dude just took shrooms, but we all knew like his shit wasn't kicking in until later, just like us, because he came over to us asking for shrooms after he knew we were all shrooming. So he goes over there, he probably takes them, and we started just scratching on the wall. Fucking on the outside, and then fucking we would just sit there, and then he would fucking look, and then we'd do it again, and he fucking turn around because he can't see from inside. You can't see outside like that. You know what I mean? Like it's fucking dark as fuck a lot of times. So then I was like, "Hey, go over to the door." I'm like, "Go over to the door and fucking start scratching the bottom of the door. Don't scratch it up top. Just scratch it at the very bottom like you're trying to get in." So he did go over there and he's like fucking doing fucking scratching on the bottom of the door fucking because it had one of those. He was in a mobile home, so it had like one of those porches you walk up and then the door, and we were standing on the side of the, so we had a guy on the ground right next to the fucking porch. And then he can't see him when he opens the door because he is against the wall. And then fucking I'm over there on the house with the fucking scratching the sidewalk right behind him. So he starts fucking just tripping balls. He's like, he's looking everywhere. He knows he's home by himself.
Shit was possessed.
Oh, dude, you want to know possessed? When he got to the back door and opened that motherfucker, and dude reached up and grabbed his fucking leg through the door and through the bottom of the porch. Oh, that guy fucking pissed himself, and he was like 24 years old, dude. Like he straight just pissed himself. I'm telling you, hey, this guy was so mad at us, dude. I'm telling you, he was so mad. Every rodeo we went, that motherfucker wouldn't even talk to us, and he lived on our own property with all we were all friends. He wouldn't even talk to us, dude, at all. Like this motherfucker.
I got a mushroom story.
He hated us forever, man.
I got a mushroom story. I don't know if it's as good as that one, but I got a mushroom story if you want to hear it.
Hell yeah.
Okay. So me and a couple buddies, I don't, we were, we took mushrooms, every once in a while. We weren't beans or nothing, but yeah, every couple months or so. Anyway, but I didn't like eating mushrooms because I didn't like the way it tasted. So, and I like Bloody Marys. So we took an ounce of mushrooms, mixed them up with in a pitcher of Bloody Marys. Took that mixture to the drive-ins where they had 3 movies on that night: Cheech and Chong, Up in Smoke, Next Streams, and another movie. And watched Cheech and Chong and on mushrooms out on the back of his pickup. Got stuck on the railroad tracks on the way out. Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Chi Chong is always good on mushrooms. I watched the
Fuck
fuck
yeah.
out of
Are
that.
you kidding me,
I
man?
watched them.
We were laughing so hard. Most people around us were laughing at us more than they were the movie
Yeah,
because
because I
we're in the
remember,
back of a
dude. I think
I haven't
back of
played
his
mushrooms
pickup.
and watching
Oh,
weed though.
I think
I've
the
been high
one
as
I
fuck when I
watched.
watched it.
I haven't seen Chi Chong in so long, dude. But if I was remembering, I think it was the one where they were in the van and it was the bud, dude, and it fucking smoked off, and then
Yeah.
oh,
fucking the
nice
cops were.
dreams, probably.
Yeah,
Nice dreams.
the cops were behind him, dude. Fucking
Yeah,
he took the hot dog out of the fucking window, fucking so he could eat it and shit. Like,
yeah.
hey,
The
I ain't
whole
gonna
band
let.
was made out of weed.
Yep. Then they were ended up in the fucking field, dude, where all the rockets were going off from the dudes burned. They burned down the whole fucking wheat field. Like, I remember Cheech and Chong's movies. They were pretty damn good
Yeah,
movies.
yeah. Because when you're on shrooms, when you start laughing, it's really, really, really hard to stop.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah,
You'll laugh so hard
I
your
haven't
tear
watched it
ducts
on
will dry
streams,
up. Your
but
tear
I've watched
ducts
it on weed.
will
Good
dry up.
weed.
I was crying laughing, bro. I mean,
I
cry
was
laughing.
I can only imagine because I've never taken shrooms, but I smoked plenty of weed though. I used to smoke some good weed and watch it. I could stop laughing, but so I can only imagine how bad it was with shrooms.
Dude, I
Well,
got so
I had a girlfriend once that when she smoked weed, she didn't smoke it very often. When she smoked it, uh, it just made her crack up like like she was on shrooms or something. Yeah, she just it made
What I think it is like you get different strains of weed, like between organic
exactly. Oh,
and
there's
indoor and then you get different indoor, different outdoor as well, like strains and shit.
sativa,
I used
indica,
to
all
always
that shit. Yeah,
I used to for organic stuff more so because my dad used to grow it, so he used to grow a lot of it. And then so the only time he grew hydroponics was one time, but he used to always have it outside. And then like the stuff he would get because it's organic, and he was born in like 51, so he's been smoking since the 50s, man. So he always wants good shit. Um, anyway,
yeah.
the
I
point
grew
is,
organically too.
yeah. So his shit was always like it give you that kind of buzz where it's like it makes you just want to chill, but also when you're watching something funny, it makes you laugh like a motherfucker.
Yeah, some
Because it's
people.
like it
Yeah,
just depends
different
on the weed
people
you get.
react to different strains different ways. It's
Yeah,
just
true. But yeah. Also, some of the weed I smoke
it
sometimes
also
I think they're
depends
crazy
on
so
the
dude.
mood of the person that's smoking or taking it. It's like
True. That's true.
it depends on what their mood is and what
yeah,
their
I ain't gonna lie,
demeanor
dude.
is.
One time we took those shrooms that night that I told you we took all those hella shrooms. Dude, I was in the bathroom looking in the mirror, telling myself, I was like, fuck, am I ever going to be normal again, dude? I was like, what the? I was so fucked up for so long, dude. Like,
Dude, you sure didn't take acid? That sounds more
fuck
like
no,
acid than
dude.
it
We
does
took,
shrooms, man. I've done
so
acid before, and I've had trips like that.
fuck, we took, so they say, like, if you take shrooms and apple or orange juice and shit, dude, you intensify your high
Oh, I didn't
through
know
those
that.
pills. Yeah, man, and we were fucking dude, we were all fucking going through all kind, dude. And I'm telling you, like I was tripping for hours, bro. I'm telling you, I couldn't even get out of the seat in the living room for hours, dude. And then we were all out in the field, dude, in the middle of the night, big old fucking horse ranch, and we're all fucking can't find each other in the field because we're all fucked up trying to crawl through it, dude. Like dude, I felt like that night. I'm gonna tell you straight up. I felt like that night never end. I felt like it was the longest night in my life, but I felt like I lived for 5 days, dude. Like literally in that one night, it was crazy as hell.
That's the one thing I liked about mushrooms more than acid was acid, it takes you on a trip and shit. But if you go on a certain trip, you can't get off of it. But
Fuck
I always
no.
felt with mushrooms I could get off. I mean, you still be tripping, but you don't go down the wrong alley like you do with acid. It's sometimes like you do
Dude,
sometimes with acid. You open up the wrong door, you go down the wrong alley, and then you're fucked and you're stuck in it. I never felt that with mushrooms.
yeah, this one kid, Kenny, dude, that fucking stuck a bunch of acid tabs in his sock, dude, while he's running from the cops, 21 hits.
Oh shit, man! You're
Fucking
gonna
fried his,
absorb that shit,
yeah,
man.
fried his brain. One day we were walking into school, my buddy Aaron Davis, dude, he was fucking taking some acid, dude, and fucking we were just walking down the sidewalk, dude, and he's like, you seen the fucking Charlies? What the fuck? And he was like, yeah, you seen that
Yeah.
they're fucking in the trees, bro. They're everywhere. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude?
Well,
He's
that's
like,
the thing about acid. The shit
it,
is real. Whereas in
yeah,
mushrooms, it's not the same.
yeah, he was fucking going on, bro. And I was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck are you even tripping,
No.
bro? I had to ask him because I didn't know that he was on that shit because at first I thought he was just fucking around. And then like he wouldn't even get walking at sometimes. And I'm like, come on, motherfucker, let's go, dude. Like we're gonna be late. And he's like, they're in the fucking trees, bro. I'm not going nowhere, man. And I'm like, I told him, you gotta be fucking stupid, bro. I'm like, what the fuck are you even talking about? They're in the fucking tree, dude. And he's like, they're fucking Charlies, bro. They're fucking. I'm like, what the
Was he
fuck?
a war veteran or something?
Yeah,
Talking Charlie's.
his family and shit was, dude. And
Okay.
yeah, I was just like, I just knew right away. I'm like, this guy is fucking tripping on something, man. But I've never done no shit like that because I ain't trying to. I mean, I grew up around too many people that, like I said, the one dude fried his brain in acid. I mean, I've been around too many people that fuck themselves up in a lot of drugs. Like that's why people like where I came from. I get it. Like a lot of people struggle to get drugs. Man, I gotta just walk in my house, big old fucking bags just sitting on there and be like, give whatever
Hmm.
you want. Fucking do whatever you want. Fucking bring your buddies. Like they fucking didn't give a shit, like and for me, I'm just like, nah. I mean, I watch dudes be sleeping on our fucking couch, dude, that are 30, 40 years old, fucking no lives, no nothing. And I'm like, yeah, I ain't doing that shit. I ain't never gonna do that
Hmm.
shit. Like that shit
Uh,
was too much for
how,
me.
how old are you, Dustin?
I'm 42.
Okay, I'm 63. So when I was at the age when all this stuff was going on, I mean, there was nobody. There'd be some couch bombers. I mean, of course, if you have a party or any you couch bombers, they're gonna stay for the night.
Yeah,
But other than that, I mean, it was a lot different back then. I mean, everything was a lot more you know open and shit. It was more experimental. This is when the '80s when cocaine really started making the huge emergence,
yeah,
you know, and stuff. And that's when the '80s is when I was just like towards the end of my high school career. But it was around, when I was through high school, junior high is when I started really using drugs. Um, and decided to go into the army to get the fuck away from this shit for a while. Came back, did the same thing, but whatever. But yeah, it was a different generation than even '90s. People
yeah.
growing up in the '90s or the 2000s, the huge difference in the attitude. I mean, and the punishment for doing this kind of stuff was nothing back in those days.
Damn right. And I said that
Uh,
the 90s and
yeah,
2000s for me,
yeah,
that your facts. Dude, they wouldn't even do shit for it. I've never got no
right,
trouble,
right,
dude.
right.
Like you got in this
It, it,
2020
I mean,
shit, dude. It's
I
like
could
it
be
changed
17 years.
everything.
Yeah, I could be 17 years old at Folsom Lake, which is where I hung out, and uh, and had a bunch of beers on me and a bunch of weed on me, and the cops would come up. What do? They make you pour your weed on the ground, stuff it out into the
Yeah.
ground, They can pour your beers in the ground, and then they walk off.
Yep. That's exactly
That's it.
that's how I grew
That's
up
it.
all the time. We had big old bonfires at parks in the country, dude. Like
Yeah.
we'd have 50, 60 people. I mean, cops would come out there, they'd be cool as fuck. I mean, we never did. Even when I rodeo, dude, we pulled out of
Mm.
Folsom during the Folsom rodeo. Fucking cop pulled us over, dude, through the
I
sobriety
used to go
deal.
to Folsom rodeos every year when I was a
Yep.
kid.
Yeah, we rodeoed in there all the time, team roping, everything. My mom barrel raced, I team
Really?
freaking, yeah.
My grandfather taught barrel riding
Yeah, dude.
to he taught barrel riding to Lynn Anderson, the country music singer.
Nice,
He
nice.
taught her how to barrel ride. Yeah.
Yep, we always went on the mechanical bulls in the fairgrounds, dude. Fucking be partying there the whole entire time, and then we'd go rodeo. I mean, we were there every year for pretty much my whole
Yeah,
life.
it was like 4th of July, and then you had the
Yep,
fireworks because it was
yep.
like around 4th of July.
It is the 4th of July.
4th of July was the main night. Yeah.
Yep. And then yeah, we used to go there every year because that deal you come from Hoopa and Wairika up north, and then everybody heads there to Folsom for the big rodeo there. And we were coming out of there one night, and this cop, we came out of this sobriety test off the deal, so he pulls us over, and he's going through our deal. And we had a sober driver, so that wasn't the issue. But I had my buddy Bobby, and they fucking find this pipe on him. And this is like when glass pipes and shit were just being made and shit. And the cop's thinking like,
Okay.
he's
Yeah.
like thinking, and this pipe's like
You
triple.
think it's this crack pipe or
Yeah,
something?
it's like a triple blown pipe, and this cop's thinking like this shit's fucking, dope pipe or something, and it's like, nah, man, he just smoked weed in it, and he was like, yeah, I have my bud and everything. It's probably like a quarter, and cop took it. He's like sitting there, and he's like, all right, man. He's like, I'm just gonna have you dump out your weed, stomp it out in the deal, and then I want you to break this pipe right here.
Yeah, they always make you break your pipe,
Oh,
dude.
dude, I'm gonna tell you this. This is one of the funniest times I ever been in one of these deals before. He said, I'm gonna have you break your pipe, so dump out that weed right there and stomp it in the ground. And he dumped it out and he stomped the nugs in there into the asphalt. And then he's like, all right, I want you to throw that pipe and break it right now. So he was like, all right, you want me to throw it right here? He's like, yeah. And he's like, you're not gonna give me for literally? No. He's like, nope, just throw the pipe, break it. So he just chucks this fucker.
Yeah, and they make that's the thing. They make you break it. You break your own shit.
He fucking takes it and just slams it. Wham! This fucking pipe, it just goes bing, 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 bing. Fucking right on the ground. He's like, pick it up. Fuck, throw it again. Fucking he walks over there, picks it up, fucking throws again. Wham!
That's why I always had a sneak-a-toke in my shoe.
Hey, this thing bounces across the fucking ground again. Bing, 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 bing. He's like, throw that thing fucking harder. He fucking goes up, picks it up, and he just fucking throws it. Wham! Fucking thing bounce again. Bing, 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 bing. So the cop, dude, this cop's pissed, dude. He fucking walks over there. He fucking picks this motherfucker up, and he just fucking throws this motherfucker. Wham! Fucking right on the ground. That motherfucker is a bing, 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 bing. He told him, pick that fucking thing up. He said, you can just fucking take that thing home. He was like, leave that fucking thing on the side of the road. That cop was so pissed, dude. Like he fucking literally he went in the air. He like went in the air and just fucking threw it straight down, and that motherfucker bounced.
What a fucking cool cop though to do that, man. You know what? This thing survived all this. You can have it, man.
He told him, you pick that shit up and you take it. He said, just get the hell out of here. But so you want to know what's the fucking craziest thing about that, right? Hey, this motherfucker threw that thing on the ground 4 fucking times. The cop threw it down once, so 5 total times. Motherfucker wouldn't break at all. I mean, we opened up the door, fucking fell out on the ground, wouldn't break. We're fucking in the car. We're in the car hitting it. Fucking go to hand it over to him in the passenger seat.
No.
Not the fool grabbed the pipe.
Right.
fucker fell. It hit the seat buckle piece that you put the seat buckle in. Fucking broke
Yeah.
that bitch. I was like, what the fuck,
You
dude? I was
fucking
like,
kidding me?
yeah, I swear. I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like, I watched that bitch fucking just get dirted on the asphalt
Oh my
ground.
god,
And it's on the
that's
ground,
fucking
like the
funny.
asphalt there is the shit that's ridgy, like it's
Oh
fucking
yeah. It's
that
made for
motherfucker
traction
just
because of the
bounced like a
water. Yeah.
it bounced like a bouncy ball down that motherfucker. I was just like,
Tink,
oh man.
tink, tink, tink.
Yeah. I mean, I had a lot of fun at the rodeos, dude. We traveled all over Nevada, California, Oregon, Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, Oklahoma. I mean, we traveled all over fucking rodeoing, and I had a
Yeah.
blast. And I
Folsom's the
bet,
only one I've ever been to. Just my grandpa was a radio guy, so we went every there for 4th of July.
yeah, we're all from Lockford, California. So, and like when we played football and everything, we all rodeoed. So that's all we had to ever do. We all rodeoed, rode motorcycles, and played football or partied and blow shit up. Like it's all we ever did. We all hung out together, go to football games, fucking just had fun. Like it's all we did. And then when it got
Yeah,
over,
I was a dirt bike guy, so yeah.
yep,
Yeah.
so that's how we were. We skated. I mean, we did everything, man. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. We'd be sitting in Nevada, fucking skating at night in this fucking Black Widow skate park, and then motherfuckers will be like, "Let's go back home, fucking grab the fucking motorcycles, truck trailers, and let's head to Pismo, bro." Fucking, we'd be
Ooh,
on our way
Pismo
to
Beach. I
yeah,
love that place.
yeah, dude. We'd be buying these big old fucking gallons of Captain Morgan. We're all just fucking drinking all the way. I mean, I
Oh
remember
man,
one night.
put some paddle tires on the dirt bikes
Fuck
at
yeah, dude.
Pismo.
Yeah, we had
Fucking A, man, ride the dunes, man.
Banshees, KX 250, YZ 250s on. I mean, we had them
That's where
all.
I had I had an '88 YZ 250 then, but it was bored out, man. I called it the Psycho bike. That
Yeah,
thing
we had the
fucking
Godzilla, the fucking 490, fucking the
yeah.
500, fucking Suzuki, fucking. I mean, we had a lot of bikes, fucking. We had sand rails. I mean, we partied like motherfucker out there, dude. I mean, I literally watched, dude, like I've watched some of the worst accidents out there, dude. And I mean, I
Oh
watched
yeah.
some of the craziest shit. Like when we first pulled up out there one year, we pulled out in the dune area and fucking everybody was unloading. Fucking dude hopped off on his bike and just took the fuck off. And then he fucking just disappeared, fucking right off on a fucking one of them sand bowls, dude. That was like 80 feet down. They had to fucking call an ambulance that came out there on big ol' ass fucking lifted fucking ambulance, dude. They had to get these ropes to just fucking like winch the dude up out of there. It's crazy. That place gets crazy out there. I
No
mean,
doubt about it, man. I haven't been there for fucking years, dude. That's when I was in my
dude,
younger
that was me.
teens.
Competition
Yeah.
Hill on New Year's Eve, dude. It was crazy as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
That place would be
Yeah.
so
Well, I used to
crazy.
go there too for the Jeep races too.
Yeah.
And all the Jeep races up there. My next door neighbor, he built Jeeps for Jeep racing, and his son raced them out there. Yeah, he was badass. So that's where I met Pismo at. And they
Yeah,
just
they had
ride
the
dirt bikes out there, man. Put the paddle tire on the back. Oh fuck, man. Yeah, that's a blast out there.
hell yeah.
But yeah,
It's
it's
always
dangerous, man, because you don't know what's over the ridge, man. Because
fuck
it's
no,
always
dude. Like
everything's changing all the time, man, with the wind.
oh,
You
it's
know?
facts, dude. I mean, the only places I'd go is out to Competition Hill because at nighttime, dude, they just have, I mean, fuck, there'll be 10,000 fucking people out there just partying, dude. Big old fires. Dudes are fucking jumping that mountain and fucking sand rails, dirt bikes, four wheelers. I mean, that shit is crazy. They have to have extended swing arm, fucking banshees out there doing quarter-mile runs, dude, like you were on asphalt. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I loved it out there, man. I mean, you go to fucking like Klamath Mountain, dude, and like what is that, Utah? And or is that in Oregon? It's Utah. Freaking
Mammoth Mountain's in California.
no, it's not it's
I thought it was California.
I'd have to look it up. There's a place in Utah. I'm pretty sure it's a big time dune deal, but I can't. I thought it was called Sand Mountain or something. Fucking
Sand Mountain's down by Pismo Beach.
no, that's not there. We used to go there all the time.
Yeah, Sand Mountain's down. Well, there may
I'd
be.
have to
There's
see
probably
what
more.
the
There's
name.
probably more than one Sand
Yeah, I'll
Mountain.
have to see what
I
the
mean,
name. I swear it was Sand Mountain in Utah, but I would have to see. I mean, fuck, I was 18 years old.
yeah, there's probably more than one Sand Mountain. I mean, that's a pretty
Yeah, because
common
I know
name.
where I
So, I
got
mean,
fucked up at was on Horseshoe Mountain in Nevada. Fucking, I got fucked up there. And freaking, I don't know. I mean, I had a lot of fun when I was young, dude. So I mean, I don't regret any of it. I had all kind of fucking fun. But either way, man, we can hop off. It's 1:00, dude. I got to get up, and tomorrow we're gonna go live again anyway. So if you want to hop on for tomorrow, we'll be live same time, 9:30. And then we'll be talking about John Webb, all these guys. Like, I'm gonna basically talk about a roster with these
yeah, I
guys.
want to hear this big declaration you have too.
It's not a big deal. I'm just saying, like, for me, if I was running this and had to go to the core of this deal and figure out the best way to build this team, I think this would I think we can solve a lot of things in this hiring here
Okay.
with these
All right.
people and make it for longevity too. You know what I mean? So
Okay. Because you kind of evaded my Gruden question.
yeah.
I'm going to give you my Gruden. I'm going to write down my Gruden answer. I'm not going to show it to you, but I'm writing it down. Gruden hire position, and I'm going to write down what I think would be the best position for him on position coaches. And I'm going to say, I'm not going to say what it is, but it's
He said, I'm gonna write this shit down.
I wrote it down. I'm not going to use so you can't see it, but I did write it down. So I will
Really?
read to you if we do get Gruden what that says.
All right, hell yeah.
Because I don't want to say it before your show because you have a big announcement tomorrow,
No, it
or I'll
ain't.
say it
I
after
mean, it
after
ain't
your
big.
show.
It's just like I said, it ain't big, and it's just my opinion, man. Like it's just my opinion. But I do think, like, I just think, in my opinion, like if we were to make this happen in this way, shape, or form, like we can most definitely. I mean, I think we'd be set. I think we'd be set, and I think not only that, I think Raider Nation would be 100% content with it in a lot of different ways. But again, we'll talk about it tomorrow. Freaking outside of that, if you guys want to give a shout out before we hop out of here, feel free. Unless you guys have something else you want to talk about for 10 minutes. But
no, I'm good. But I'll just give a shout out to everyone that's joined in the chat today, everyone that's going to watch later, and shout out to Mike and everyone else and yourself that's been on the panel.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the same thing as Aussie. Thanks to everybody in the chat, all the moderators in the chat, taking care of the chat. Aussie, always great talking to you. Dustin, always great talking to you. You're a fountain of knowledge, and it's always great learning things from you. And you too, Aussie. I mean, you guys know way more shit than I do. I'm just here for the ride and contribute when I can. But I mean,
When it
you
comes
guys
to
know you guys know some shit, man, and
when
I
it comes
appreciate
to
it.
football, Dustin probably knows a ton shit way more than me. But I'm just a very analytical person. So when I look shit up or when I research shit, I love doing research on shit. Like I'm a very analytical guy. So like, I'll be looking up where guys come from, what their stats are, what like what their coaching tree is, that kind of shit. Whereas Dustin knows his shit from playing the game and shit.
I think your brother Pete.
Yeah, you do way more research than I do. I just like listening and hear and watch stuff and form my own opinions. But yeah, I'm not you guys know names and you can name years and players, and it just amazes me. But I'm just happy to be on the show and be able to contribute my 2 cents every once in a while.
Hey, I always
Absolutely.
say, man, that's why we're all here. I mean, that's
Yeah,
what the
exactly.
whole deal is always about. Some people have some knowledge of more things and others have a knowledge of other things. I mean, I've always said we can have a lot of knowledge, man, and somebody that may not have as much, but they may have pieces we don't have, like that's
Facts.
why I've always said I love how we built our deal because everybody can have it. I had the other guy on here the other night that was about AP and had good conversations in here about the deals I mean, everybody has different information, and that's what I love about it. So I appreciate you always coming on, all of you guys. I
Yeah,
mean,
facts.
I like being able to talk and hearing from other people and seeing, I just got ADHD and I talk a lot, so it's just
Yeah,
what it
that's
is.
two makes two of us, bro.
Yeah, and I mean, it's just what it is. But outside of it, I really do appreciate all you guys. I mean, just going live this week, I mean, I think we've picked up over 60, 50, 60 followers in YouTube. So, I mean, I think that's pretty good. And then,
That's pretty good for YouTube.
yeah, we've been getting like, I don't know, 300 plus views per deal right off the get go. So, I mean, I think it's a pretty good deal.
Yeah,
So,
that's pretty good,
like I
man.
said, I wish we can go live all the time like that, but you can't really do that. Like right now, we're in the winter, I ain't got shit going on, so I don't have a
Yeah.
problem going live every night. But once we get back in the season, I just can't do it all year round. You know what I mean? So
No, I feel you, man. I'm like that. Once I get started back into certain other shit, I won't have as much free time either.
yeah, and I like,
So is your show tomorrow night? Same time?
yeah, I just go live all week this week at 9:30. So
Okay.
I think we'll go live Saturday, Sunday. I think I just want to. Well, basically, what I want to
Ooh.
do is go live all week for the 1 or 2 weeks, figure out like where we have our best deal at, and then probably put 2 to 3 lives per week at that time. And then that
That'd
way
be
we
Okay.
good.
just
That
go live
I got
too.
another thing for us to do then.
Hell yeah.
Indiana gets Oregon. What's your guys' picks? I'm gonna take Indiana.
I'll go Indiana.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta take Indiana too. I mean,
Okay.
I mean, I like that Oregon defense, but
I don't
Indiana's
fucking
got the
like
quarterback.
Oregon at all, and they got beat by 10 points last time they played each other, and Oregon's lost all kind of motherfuckers to the portal and shit. I mean, I'm taking Indiana. I mean, Indiana's hot as fuck. I mean, who's really beating them, to be honest? So,
Do we want to go so far to say who's gonna win the national championship?
I mean, we know it's Miami and them, and I would still probably pick Indiana over them.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah, I'd probably say Indiana.
Yeah, that's pretty
I have
much
no
it.
faith in Beck. I'll tell you that. Beck's trash, man.
Yeah. He had a decent showing today, but I mean, it's not. Yeah.
This guy overthrows dudes. Fucking, he almost looked like Geno
Yeah.
Smith out there at sometimes. Dude, fucking throw the
Exactly.
ball
Like
behind.
lost. He almost looks lost sometimes, man.
Dude,
It's
he
like
was throwing the ball behind
it's
motherfuckers.
like it's like he's trying to throw the ball too early, but when he has time,
I
if
literally
you
said,
let plays develop, I mean, there'd be more out there, but he's not doing that. So
Dude, the guy will be running across the field, fucking trying to get the ball like this, and this motherfucker got to go from like this, turn all the fucking way around and try to catch the
yeah,
ball behind his ass. I'm like,
yeah.
oh, damn.
yeah, that's what I was saying to Dustin in the Discord today when watching the game. I said that every time they do a close up of that motherfucker where it shows like the eyes of the quarterback through the helmet and shit, it looks like this motherfucker's on weed or something. Like, because his eyes are like half, like when you're high and your eyes are
He
kind of like,
does,
yeah,
yeah, with those crosses he's got under the eyes
yeah,
too,
yeah. He just looked like he was half asleep, man. Like
man.
half or half out of it or something.
Hey man, how's it going?
It was like, God damn, what did he smoke a big batch last night or some shit? Or he's hungover, I don't know. I don't know, maybe it's just how he looks, I don't know. He just looked a bit hangover or fucking out of it. But yeah.
Hey, he's going to the Natties. What can you say, man?
I mean, tomorrow's game will probably be the better game, if I'm just being honest. I mean, Oregon.
I think so too, man. I think that the whole CFPs have been great. I'm sorry, Aussie. Sorry.
No, you're right. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say the whole CFPs were just awesome this year. I mean, exception of one game. I mean, it's been a fucking. I mean, they've been good games. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, the only one that pissed me off was the Texas Tech game because if I don't really follow a college team, but if I was to follow a college team, it'd probably be Texas Tech just because they're the Red Raiders.
Right.
And then I feel like our quarterback just fucked us in that game. That Morton kid or whatever for Texas Tech, because Texas Tech has a good defense, but the quarterback just like the interceptions, the turnovers fucked us.
Yeah. Caught up to him in that game, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think I wouldn't be surprised if Texas Tech looks for a new quarterback, but we'll see what happens. The transfer portals and everything.
Cheated, bro. She said fucking she wouldn't take me back unless I got her face on my face card. Shout out to Uptown Tattoos, bro, out here in Whittier. You already know, bro. That's the only too
What is that I'm hearing?
Oh, this fucking dude, this Mexican kid, fucking, what is it? Jacob Rodriguez, fucking is down. He does these deals, and he's like, I got caught cheating. My woman won't take me back unless I get a tattoo of her face on my face. I'm like, you're stupid.
That sounds pretty shitty. But I like are you talking about the linebacker? The Jacob Rodriguez linebacker?
They call him J-Rod Electric, dude, out of fucking Panoma, fucking California.
Okay. I was going to say, I hope you don't talk about the linebacker from Texas Tech.
This guy is funny as fuck, dude, but he seems like he's an ex-crackhead. And then, but he's cool as hell, and he does like electric conduit pipe bending and shit, and he has this big old fat woman that he's got as his woman, and he goes to these bars and parties, and he just said that he got caught cheating, and she told him that the only way she'll get back with him is if he puts her face on his face, and I'm assuming so the women knew, that he has a woman, and then he's gonna do it.
I would say hell no.
Oh
but
hell,
no.
I would tell her you can kick fucking rocks.
Yeah. See ya.
Yep, I'm gonna be getting me a new woman this week. Fucking late. You think I don't fucking put a tattoo in your face on me?
Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you, man.
Yeah, I'll tattoo your face on my ass cheek, fucking literally. So fucking, you think I'm fucking putting your shit on my face? You're crazy.
I'd be like, I'll put your face on my ass cheek so you can kiss my ass.
Hell yeah, I'd be like, I was thinking about you today when I was itching my ass, motherfucker.
Oh, shit.
All right, well, fuck it. Oh, we're about to hop off. It's 1 a.m. Frickin'. Outside of that, I appreciate all you guys, and I'll send you guys the link tomorrow, and we'll be live again 9:30 tomorrow.
No worries, sounds good, bro.
All right, I'll be there.
All right, hell yeah, appreciate you guys. Peace out, Raider Nation. Really do appreciate all you guys. Raider Nation 510, man, really do appreciate it. Dark City, James, Al, Seth, frickin' Jake, Rudy, all you guys, man, Ghostface, appreciate all you guys, frickin' Cheese, man. I wish I'd tell all you guys, but like I said, appreciate all you guys, man. So have a great night. Peace.
Peace out, guys.